Hello and welcome into the one, the only Mario Kart World. Wait, not yet. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe Tournament. We're here and we're back once again for Speedway after being gone for a month. I've missed you.
Not so much.
Yeah, you know, there was love there. There's a little bit there, you know. Okay, fine, all right. But we are getting ready for some fast action, fast-paced Mario Karted action, and we have so much to talk about because we just got introduced to the new Switch 2, the new Mario Kart World, and there is so much information to break down. But what I'm more excited to see who's not gonna break down once they go on that racetrack and race 3 laps and try to survive in this insanely exciting tournament. But Logan, how have you been? It's been a month. Bring us through it.
All right, I am truly excited to be here. As you can tell, one thing I haven't been able to say for a month, HyperX Arena, it's time. Yo, are you ready? Because it's time to break forth the rhythm and the rhyme. It's time to put the kids to bed and wake up the neighbors. And it is time for you to put the Mario Kart pedal to the metal and let that blue shell shine. HyperX, are you ready?
No one's ready yet, but we're gonna get to it.
Now they know that they have to get ready because it's Saturday Night Speedway. We are back in full effect, and check it to wreck it. Let's begin. Look, a lot of these players gotta have the rust under the lights. I know they've been playing at home. They've been practicing. But we're not talking about practice, okay? No, we're talking about under the lights at the HyperX Arena on Saturday night for Saturday Night Speedway. $700 up for grabs, and you can get a part of it. Are you here yet? Because I know you're thinking to yourself, oh, I play Mario Kart, I got this. No, we have the best in the world on this stage today.
I cannot wait to see who's going to be able to take this crown. And a little bit of a spoiler alert, Bobby unfortunately not being able to make it today.
No.
So the competition is going to look a little bit easier when we don't have the most winning of all winningest here today. But we have the beautiful crowd in the arena right now. We got those practice setups. So if you want to start time trialing, look at these maps and maybe get that Rusties put on those wheels. Go check out those and being able to try it out, meet new friends, and really vibe with this beautiful, wonderful Mario Kart community because we have these tournaments every single week. And really, looking at the beautiful audience in the house tonight, absolutely amazing to have you all here for Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. We only got 2 more months of this game before Mario Kart World comes out.
That's it?
That's it.
And
it's
then
wrapped
they're
up.
dropping like it's hot, and we're going to get a brand new Switch. We're calling it the Super Switch, by the way. Super Nintendo Switch over here.
There you go.
Yeah, because we're old school, bringing it new school. And
Switch 2, what lame name. Come on.
Come
like,
on.
Actually?
Seriously, is there a marketing department over there, or
No.
did they just fire everybody
Actually,
and tell them to go home?
Like, what an actual on-brand thing to say. The misinformation with Nintendo right now going crazy. So hopefully we'll be able to clear some of that information up. I've watched hours upon hours of Mario Kart.
Of course you have. You're a
gameplay.
nerd.
Absolutely. That's what I'm here to do. What are you talking about? What, have you not watched hours of gameplay yet in Mario Kart World? Are you not excited, Logan?
Not as excited as you, but let's find out exactly what these players gotta do.
We got, guess what, 4 races in every qualifier here tonight. So we're going to start it out there. And then if you are able to, the top 24 competitors with the highest scores across those qualifiers will move forward to semifinals. Those semifinals will consist of 12 racers in semifinals number 1, 12 racers in semifinals number 2, and then after that, top 6 from each semifinals will move forward to get that $700.
A little bit of that do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti. And first place gets $200, second place gets $100, third place 70, fourth place 55, fifth place 45, and it goes down from there. But I was told earlier that we've got 3 qualifiers tonight.
Yo.
So, you know what? We haven't been back for a while. Everybody's got to break out the thumbs and get them all warmed up. You know, we know Bobby would be playing on a Switch or a home console right now. I'm sure he's somewhere with a Nintendo DS in one of the back rooms going, they don't know I'm here. They don't. I mean, Bobby trolls us every single time he comes into the arena. I'm like, hey, Bobby, who's going to win? And he's like, oh, this guy over here.
That
Like,
guy.
and then he ends up winning. So the question is, who is going to take Bobby's place? Bobby is a perennial winner. He's won, what, 19,000? Somewhere between 17 and $19,000.
A lot of them.
A lot of money.
A lot of money. There he is. He's haunting us,
There he is.
actually. On cue. What is about that? But
No, Bobby. Bad Bobby. Bad Bobby.
But we're not going to be seeing him today. What's important are the people that have come out here tonight to see if they can get their hand into the piggy bank, reach in there, and how much money are they going to make is going to be up to you. Whether or not you're going to be able to item manage, whether your lines are going to be good, or if you're just going to end up in the dirt, into the off-road, going 2.3 miles per hour and losing the entire race. But I'm excited to see who's been practicing. You got a month. We've had a lot of new competitors. We got a lot of returning competitors in the house here today. So I'm excited to see how everyone's kind of taking it, because everyone, it is the end lag of this game. It is the end of an era. 9 years, 10 years of Mario Kart 8 is coming to a close. The door is finally going to be shut forever.
And I'm going to call it the dog days of Mario Kart. That's really where we are right now, the dog days of Mario Kart. But, hey, let's let the kids know while we still can, because they haven't seen us in a month. What are some of the mainstay things that we're going to need for our loadout? You mentioned them earlier. Hey, can you item manage? Can you get a good loadout? Well, what is the best loadout looking like in the meta, as the kids might say today?
Clearly, Waluigi Wiggler. Just kidding. Haha.
You're wearing the same shirt.
Got you.
You're wearing the same shirt.
Got you. But, oh, yeah, that's crazy. Maybe that's an old one. Who knows? I do laundry. Yeah, so the meta that what you want to use, primarily you want to go with that Yoshi.
Yep.
You're going to grab that Teddy Buddy.
Do it.
And then you go with the
roller tires. You're rolling like your Fred Durst or a crosswalk. Trying to find a gig. That's a Limp Bizkit joke. I get it.
Yeah,
All right,
it really landed very limp as well. But it's
look at you. Tip your bartenders and your waitress as well. He'll be here all week.
No, it is unfortunate that roller tires are the best one in the game. You don't want to do the monster truck tires. It just makes your racing a lot more difficult. So if you're able to, pop on those roller tires, and you're going to have everything unlocked up there, so you shouldn't have to worry about that. And pick that Yoshi and see what you can do. There's other weight classes that are the exact same as Yoshi, but that's just where you want to start. You know, Mr. Scooty still very much in the meta as well. So if you want to do a little bit of a scooter drifting, you can do that as well.
Well, like Easy Ease once said, easy does it. And that's the way you want to roll with your loadout. Make sure that you're putting yourself into the best position possible to grab that win and hold that trophy above your head while the rest of your competition uses their tears to salt their fiery Cheetos while they ask their mamas, where did it all go wrong?
It all went wrong where it all went right. And the right thing to do, come down here if you haven't already, compete. Really support the end lag of this game. And remember, we have so many more tournaments coming up as well. Memorial Day weekend, we got MomoCon in Atlanta. Another ginormous prize pool for Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is going to be the last big event for this game. So if you want to, please look into going out to MomoCon in Atlanta and really supporting that whole event. We put a lot of time and effort. I'm going to be there doing behind the scenes, doing interviews and stuff like that. So it's going to be a lot of fun for that event as well. But there's so much to talk about with Mario Kart World, and we're going to be, you know, fetching you, teasing you with some details of what's coming up next. And honestly, I'm just super excited to finally move on.
No spoilers, though.
There's no spoilers.
No, just teasers.
Teasers, you know? I'm just excited to move on, truly, from Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. 10 years.
10 years,
I've been a part of this community for like 6 years, so I have been through the ringer with this game, and a lot of others have. We're just excited to see something new, and Nintendo is bringing something new to the table as well.
You gotta give them some love for opening up the world, the universe. I mean, that's what took Mario from a 2D side-scrolling game into our hearts and minds, because Mario World 3D on the 64, boom! That was the dynamite, and Nintendo brought it.
They did, and honestly, that's what you can always expect from them. You know, there's A lot of issues as well, you know, Nintendo. $80 games. What? You got to get second place to afford a Switch 2 game? What are you doing? Yeah, no, trust me. Yeah, it is. We just jumped to $70, them jumping to 80. Ooh, you're talking about Mario and jumping. He is exploding the block and collecting the gold. Yeah, that's all I'm saying.
Jumpman is jumping and grabbing your pocketbook out of it. I mean, he's just doing his thing. But look, it's Mario. It's Mario Kart. It's Mario Kart World. You say you don't want to spend the money, but guess what, kiddo? You're going to buy the game. Just like everybody else. Everybody else, they're all going to buy it.
I'm getting the bundle. I'm saving money on Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, all right? You know, I'm saving money that way.
Hey, if they ever get over here, you get yours, and then you let me borrow it, and I'll let you know how it is.
You'll get them on the weekends. I'll get them during the weekdays, all right?
I was looking at Game Radar before we got in here, gamesradar.com before we got in here, and they had a poll up this week. And basically what they were saying was, look, which are you more excited for, the new Donkey Kong or the new Mario Kart? Now, it was a percentage. What percentage do you think, who do you think it favored? Which game?
Mario Kart World, easily.
Okay, and what do you think the percentage was Mario Kart?
We'll go 65-45. We'll make it easy.
Wrong!
What?
No, it's seriously 73.5% for the new Donkey Kong.
What?
And the rest of the points went to Mario Kart. Yep.
They're more excited for the Donkey Kong
They are
game?
more excited for the Donkey Kong. And I was asking some of the lovely people who are here in the house at the HyperX Arena under the lights in the lovely and luxurious Luxor Arena. I was asking them, hey, which are you more excited for? And you know what? Even though this is a Mario Kart bonanza each and every single Saturday, people are more excited for Donkey Kong.
You know, I can't lie. I'm also excited for that game. I will not lie. I'm more excited to see what they do with Mario Kart World. Granted, you know. Because there's a lot of the line for Nintendo for Mario Kart World, right? $80 game. So I want to make sure it's an $80 game.
The Kardashians can afford it.
Yeah.
But can my man Pidgey afford it? Look, you know what?
No.
WrestleMania used to have a $25 ticket, okay? Guess what the lowest ticket price is now?
$26.
You wish.
We
would all be at WrestleMania if it was that. No, it's like $100. But you know what? Inflation is what it is, and at this rate, you're still going to pay the money, and I think that's the problem. That's why Call of Duty and all these other games kind of troll us as communities, raising the price and never really doing anything. Rebirth Island is just Alcatraz. Sorry to talk about it, but you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, they are testing you and trying to make you spend a little bit of that money. And it's time to see who's going to make that money.
And I'm excited to get it all started here today. Honestly, we're back after a month of just waiting week after week. Arena buyout. This is what we've been waiting for, is this event. And really, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, no matter how much it trolls you, no matter how many lag trails we've had in this game.
Most frustrated game ever.
True.
Voted on ING. Most frustrating game.
IGN.
I'm old. It happens.
And dyslexic, apparently.
I didn't take my Wheaties this morning. And I don't think you actually take Wheaties. You eat them. But
yeah, you take them and put them in your mouth.
That's probably part of the problem.
There you go. But no, truly, no matter how many lag trails, no matter how much frustration this game has built for you, we all have a really soft spot of this game in our hearts. It's really, I mean, I've seen people grow up coming to this tournament week after week after week after week, right? I have watched all of these competitors grow up before my eyes and really connect with this game and make, honestly, so much money for themselves to send themselves even to college, get themselves new gaming setups just from this tournament alone, and dedicating, there you go, dedicating themselves to the grind of learning these maps, learning these tracks, and making so much money for themselves and making a name in this community, because I have met some of the most wonderful people in the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe community.
I got this shirt from somebody in the community.
That's true.
And they probably didn't even like me. They were just like, let's give him something to wear.
We were going to donate this, but I think Logan would like it more.
He looks like somebody who could use a good donation. It's my favorite nation, everybody.
Hey.
Donation. See what I did there?
Oh. No. But yeah, no, honestly, I mean, you haven't been, you've been with us with a few months now. Really, I mean, I actually probably almost close to a year now, Logan.
Yeah, about a year.
How has Mario Kart 8 Deluxe really like hit you in the heart?
Well, I'll tell you this. Look, we've all been playing Mario Kart since it first came out. I'm old enough to have been there when it released. I probably waited in line to get it, and it doesn't look. It's been a mainstay. I'm glad that it's stuck around for 10 years in the iteration that it is. But it's time to wake up and smell the new games. Let's get involved. And you know what? It's time to race. So, are you ready?
Are you ready?
I am ready. Let's get to Saturday Night Speedway. It's HyperX Arena live on Saturday night, right here on the Las Vegas Strip, under the lights. Yeah, now you're making some noise.
There we
now
go.
You're awake. Oh, let's go.
Let's go. Our first track of the day, serving it up Gary's way, is going to be Donut Plains 3. Starting it off with a classic base 48 track. And I'm excited to see who, which, and what competitors have been practicing it. There's a no item shortcut that you need to learn how to land. Or you can go back and bag this track if you would like to. But this very first moment that you're seeing right now, this is not Yezi, this is Immortal, who's going to go for that no item shortcut. Boom. Looks very simple, but you got to practice it, because if you don't, you're going to miss that little bit of a bump to give you that boost.
Just like Fatality, one of the greatest gamers to ever live, said the 3 most important things that you need to be a pro gamer are practice, practice, practice. We're going to find out if our pro gamers, our pro Mario Kart players, have taken that tutelage and put it to work. Have they put the time in? Or are they going to have to shake off a little bit of that ring rust before they can get back into this full Mario Kart circuit?
And that's the question. Remember, if you just tap that right bumper, you're going to be able to hit those drifts and get around these corners. Right before you see these corners, hit right bumper, boom, and you'll be able to charge 3 types of different drifts. You've got a mini turbo, super mini turbo, and an ultra mini turbo. You really want to stay in that super mini turbo area so that you're able to just drift around these corners a little bit easier. Shot came down. Now we're going to be seeing this competitor go for that bullet bill, and that's one of the best items you can get in the game. Put down the controller, eat some chips, and enjoy yourself as it takes you on a ride.
Yeah, I don't think this competitor, whose name is not Bobby.
No, it's not.
But he definitely looks to be around my age, so maybe we'll have to get to know each other a little bit later as we check over on...
This is Hero on the screen right now. Got that Yoshi Teddy Buddy loadout. Going to be able to finish this first race in second place. Beautiful work there. Immortal just front running this track. Not an issue in the world. And then we're going to be seeing not Kiro. That's going to be Jack Juarez in third.
Yo, great to see these names, Immortal, Kiro, and Jack Juarez. They're here each and every single week. They come to get down and, first race back after a month, and they get top 3. They have to be pleased with what they're doing, because remember, we're just in quals right now.
Yeah.
You want to always finish in the top 6, okay? That's always good. But for quals, we've seen the number be 27 points.
Yes.
We've seen it go higher and lower, but the mean is generally 27 points.
Well,
if you don't know what I mean by the mean, look it up. And it's past your bedtime if you're on the East Coast.
Stop being so mean about it, Logan. What are you doing?
Don't tell me how to behave.
Yes, I will. Stop it. But great first race, DP3.
Yeah,
it's a very much front runner track. If you're able to front run it, you're going to get an absolute breakaway from the rest of the pack. Beautiful work there by Immortal. Our regulars really coming out in that top 3. And hopefully going forward, maybe just realizing, hey, you know what? It's never a bad idea if you get hit in the middle of the pack to go back, grab some power items, and try and go from there. Because if you're just using those bullet bills, use those mushrooms, go on the off-road, you'll be able to catch up a lot faster than trying to fight in the middle of that pack right there.
Yeah, just like F1 racing, being in the middle of the pack never serves anybody except for those who are in front of you. And we did not see a lot of people bad on that last one. And here we are, the Rainbow Road with no saves. Look, this is like a stormtrooper base. There is nothing to save you. There's no fencing. There's nothing there. You just fall off the edge. But it is one of the most fun maps that I have played in a while. Why? Because I love Rainbow Road. Brings me back to my childhood when I was using an Abacus and still playing on a Game Boy. Yeah, those were a thing.
I like the Game Boy. I was just talking about Game Boy
Color,
games.
though.
Yeah, that's good.
Lucky.
No, truly, I love this track as well, Snespo. A very classic front runner, honestly. Like you're telling, there's no barriers. You only have to hit those nice clean lines, get up those 10 points. Remember, if you get up to 10 points, you're going to go significantly faster. And you don't think about it, and you might not realize it, but someone who has 10 points against someone who has 0 points is going to be going significantly faster. But we're seeing, Aerial Apostle playing with fire on that barrier, but also gets item screened. They're going to be here in 5th place, grabs that trick, but now they got to just survive a little bit longer. Get out of the middle of the road because that bullet bill is coming for 1st place.
Now, we always say don't spam the mushrooms, but if you've got the golden mushroom, my man, spam away because, ooh, that blue or purple shell, depending on how old you are, just got the best of them.
Yeah, the blue shell is also changing in Mario Kart World because all the items don't hurt you as much as they do in this game. Even shock is getting changed, as we're going to be seeing Jaguar is grabbing that 1st place finish. We're going to be seeing Immortal in 3rd. And Aerial Apostle in 2nd place. Going to be able to round out that top 3 once again. A little bit of change-ups, but still really great work on that 2nd race of this qualifier.
Yeah, it says in the top right corner that it's race 1 to 4, but it is race 2. Don't worry, we're counting. I've got my shoes off, so I can count to 20. We've got this under control over here. Speaking of 20s, we get into the high 20s over there.
There you go. And those are 3 things I want to, like little tidbits out there. Mario Kart World now, you cannot hold on to an item in your hand.
What?
As far as we know. It automatically trails behind you now, so you don't have to click left trigger throughout an entire lap.
See, I don't like that.
No, me either.
I don't like that. And look, if you want to use your item as a defensive posture, which you should, by the way, I want you to mean it. You have to do it. That's like the F1 cars, how they have things that just happen. No, I want the driver to be in control of their car. So if you want to use your green shell as a defensive, you should mean to put it back there. The game shouldn't put it back there for you.
No, it should not. That's a tour mechanic that they're transferring forward, at least so far from what we've seen from the demo. Yes, and also the game's going to be a lot less punishing. It is confirmed 24 racers with every single race. So you can have less, but the roads are a lot wider. There's a lot more space. But with those 24 racers, they're trying to make it so that you don't just get hit by one item. You go 1st to 24th. Every single item now is going to give you some sort of forward momentum when you get hit by it. So I actually kind of like that your entire race, like on the last lap, might not be ruined because you got hit by an item. But going forward, we're on RMC.
And we are in race number 3 of 4 and qualifier number 1 as we are back for Saturday Night Speedway right here at the HyperX Arena. And so far, our mainstays, Immortal, Kiro, Jaguarez, all showing up to the table, and they are eating, and eating big, baby. It's an all-you-can-eat spaghetti buffet, and they are full.
And we're going to be seeing that competitor getting absolutely hit out. Triple Bananas going over. Any age you are, you can come down here, compete. Mario Kart helps you out in this tournament. But right now, goes for the banana dodge, but the shot comes out, which allows them to dodge that blue shell. Beautiful actual luck there. Going into the 3rd lap, we're going to be seeing them with a coin in hand.
Yeah, that wasn't high IQ. That was just pure luck. And we talk about luck being 30% of it, and sometimes 30% bad luck. 70% skill, 30% luck. Either way, it's a teeter-totter battle to find out if you're having good luck or bad luck here.
And now, this is not Emery on the screen. This is still going to be Kiro going over to Immortal. Going to have that bomb in hand. Throws the bomb forward. Don't know about that. Actually works out because they got that 2nd place item box. Hits that no item shortcut. No 2nd place to be seen. Immortal grabs another 1st place finish. Then Jaguars is here. Backs the red. Able to cross the line before they get hit. And finishing out that top. Oh! 4th place. And that's going to be Aerial Apostle grabbing that 3rd place finish.
I think we saw Bra in there. I think we saw Bra in there somewhere. Anyways, did you see right before Immortal crossed the finish line, he backed that red shell? So just to let everybody know, I got you.
I got you.
I got
you
you,
gotta
bro.
expect those, especially from a lot of these competitors.
Yeah.
They want to ruin your race. They are relentless. They want to make sure that you're staying in the back and they're staying up front. Because if you're having a worse race to start yourself out in, a lot harder to catch yourself back up into the front spot. So you know what? You always got to expect on that final lap that potentially the person in front of you gonna be back in those shells.
Yeah, every once in a while we see somebody go through and not use their item before they go through the finish line. And I'm always thinking to
warms
myself,
my heart.
I know, I'm always thinking to myself, why are you so good? Well, like, who told you were so good? You know, it just like, come on, man, be a little dirty. We're talking esports here. There's some trash talking and trolling that goes on. And just like anything in esports, every once in a while there's a little TO, and I'm not talking about Terrell Owens, who was here recently from one of the events that we had with my main man, Amon Green. We casted Amon Green
I
here.
saw that.
I had dinner with him 2 weeks ago here, and you know what? We're talking about a technical timeout right now, which was actually the name of my esports show on the UEL.
Oh, there you
Technical Timeout with Logan Summit, one of the best shows you never saw.
That's true. We never saw it, Logan. I'm just kidding.
No, you didn't watch it. Don't
I
lie.
did watch it. I tuned in multiple times. He doesn't look at his chat. That's all
he
it's
just
true.
lies.
No, I do not lie to you. Why would I ever lie to you? Maybe to you.
Maybe
but why would I
not
ever
to you.
lie to you?
He
But yeah.
loves you. Me? Depends on the day.
Oh man. I miss this, Logan.
I
miss
miss
this.
it too,
man.
man.
It's been a month. It's been too long.
I had to do boxing commentary by myself for 4 hours up here while we were gone.
I know.
That was crazy.
I was waiting to see you in the ring. I was up there.
No. You don't want to see me in a ring. Look, I'm only good for like here up. Okay? I got a little something going on down there.
So do not mess up from here up. That's fine.
Just so you know, I try to keep it all good in the hood over here. I go for facials and all that good stuff, man. I know.
It's good for you.
There's a
Good
kid
for
at
you.
home going, pause, bro.
Pause. But it's been a really long time since we've been here for this tournament, and there's still so much more to talk about with Mario Kart World.
Let's go.
And really understanding. Share.
And I'm not talking about Sunny and Cher, reference that only Brett Michaels gets right now.
But we do have Mario Kart World, so with Grand Prix, they're changing it up. You actually have to travel to the next track. And
you gotta go.
Yeah, go to the next track.
Now, can you fast travel, or do they make you actually go there?
If you pick the track solo style, it's only in the Grand Prix mode, where the first 2 laps is like this open highway, and then the final lap is the actual track, which is it's cool in a sense. It's a lot of just open road, you know, and trying to figure that out. But they're also introducing a whole new game mode that I hope we're going to be able to incorporate. It's called Knockout Mode, which is a lot of fun. So it's basically like, in a sense, a battle royale type Mario Kart mode where it's 24 racers, but whoever doesn't cross the next checkpoint in the spot that you need, you'll be eliminated. So let's just say 24 racers, then you have to get 23rd and above, and then 24th gets eliminated. So I'm really excited to see if we can incorporate that mode some way, somehow, because I think it's just going to be a really fun time.
Well, you did hear about the Mortal Kombat style finishing moves that they've incorporated? Ah, gotcha! That's totally fake news.
I was like, we had Fortnite yesterday, Logan. What are you talking about?
If you believe that, I got Swampland that you should look into out here. It's really nice.
I think you got the games mixed up. We did Fortnite last night. They have Mortal Kombat and Fortnite.
They do.
They do.
They also have Jay and Silent Bob.
Who?
You disappoint me so very, very, very much sometimes.
No, I don't.
Moving right along.
No, I do not.
I don't have to give you the 90s and 2000s update that you just missed. But you know what? Give me, and the folks, the viewers at home watching, an actual tidbit of information that is actually usable for the new Mario.
Well, what we know also, which is a little bit of a controversial the subject, but there is still going to be weight classes into the next game, but they're not going to have kart customization in the next game.
Whoa.
They're getting rid of kart customization
whoa.
in the next game. So
slow your roll.
You're not going to be able to pick your own glider or anything like that. You're going to have pre-made kart loadouts that you're going to be able to pick from, just like they did in like the 3DS era, etc.
It doesn't matter what your kart looks like. Yes, it does.
It does.
That is like one of the most important parts of this game. Kart customization. Everybody loves it. You get to pick your tires. You get to pick your bike or vehicle. I like to ride the bike. I ride my bike with no handlebars. No handlebars.
You actually can do that now.
That was the first time we've ever done that, by the way. Just want to point that out. But
you can actually do that now, though. A lot of the characters, they don't really have hands, and you're riding the bikes with no handlebars. So, honestly, you can do that now, Logan. But what we can do is go to Ninja Hideaway.
Let's go.
One of my
that was
favorite...
him being a ninja.
Yes.
My ninja would be like, ha-ha. Not really ninja-like, huh? Okay.
Aha! That looked terrible.
I don't think ninjas announce themselves with ha-ha.
They might, actually. I think so.
That was more
you never watched Naruto?
That was more of a Peter Sellers type ninja.
What are they selling?
Oh, bad jokes all day long. I've got them all day long. All right, here we are. Super Dom 64 in the house. It's always good to see them.
Yeah, it is. And Ninja Hideaway being one of the best, in my opinion, one of the better DLC tracks that we've gotten. You got the upper level, you got the lower level, that no item shortcut that you take right there, go right through the fake piranha plants. Trust me, it's cardboard, they're not real, but it's great to see Super Dom back with us again, and we're going to be seeing them use that mushroom into the next section. Trying to be careful, remember, you want to space yourself out as well.
Yes.
Tap that B button so you don't get trailed out, but if they're going to hold that behind their back, and in Mario Kart World, it's always going to be held behind their back as far as we know right now.
Now, as we just saw, some of our competitors trying to get up into that upper echelon area. At home, when you play this game, do you go middle of the road or do you go all the way high? I mean, if I'm playing Fortnite or Warzone, I want to be condescendingly high above everybody else looking down, but that doesn't necessarily equate to Super Mario Kart. Yes, I'm calling it Super Mario Kart because that's what the new one should be called.
I like Mario Kart World. We're getting closer to Nintendo Kart. We'll get there one day. But right now we are seeing JMG unfortunately popping that mushroom into the wall, but is able to get one final boost to get them right back on track. Going over to Gary, grabbing that item box. They're going to be able to grab a nice start in 8th place, so they're going to be able to get a little bit more speed, but they got to grab some more points. They're only at 2. Like I said before, if you get up to 10, you are going significantly faster than the person with 0 points. I like to make the comparison. 10 coins is 45 miles per hour. 0 coins is 40 miles per hour. There's a huge difference, trust me.
Big difference. Now, going back to what I was saying, do you go up top or you stay in the middle of the road?
I actually do like going, like exactly what we saw Jackie Wars there. You like to go up top, you drop right down into the shortcut, and then you're able to save some time in that route. So always try to figure out what is the fastest route. Look at these time trials and know, hey, if I go this direction, we're going to be able to do that much. Wario, though, going to have to back both their boomerang and one of their bananas. But we got Aerial Fossil here into Cow with the first place finish on Ninja Hideaway on the final race of this qualifier.
Well, hopefully the cow doesn't like steak. Super Dom 64 in 2nd place at Jaguars and coming in on 3rd place. Getting it done. We love to see it. And I believe that is race number 4 of qualifier number 1. We should be one and done and moving on to number 2.
Momentarily, but I think that cow is okay to eat the steak, but kind of controversial as well.
That's how mad cow disease got started in England. Let's just start there. Anyways,
is it?
Yeah, I don't want to give a history lesson right now.
Sure you do.
Yeah, no, I don't. I don't, but it's true.
Well, thankfully, we don't have any mad cows in the next Mario Kart Deluxe, but we do have Moo Moo Cow in the next Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. I'm excited, and I got a little bit of a new shirt coming in next week as a little bit of a teaser
for
Moo Moo. But
does it have buttons, or is it just a T-shirt?
No,
it's a T-shirt.
Yeah. What do we look like?
You don't wear shirts with buttons.
Sometimes.
Yeah, if they come with Velcro.
And you push them all the time.
Yeah, I do. I'm trying right now.
But no, Moo Moo going to be one of the new characters in the game. They have a lot of Mario Kart villains that are going to be some of the selectable characters.
Do they have the kitchen sink as an item?
No.
Oh man, I've always wanted to say in literal terms. They threw the kitchen sink.
They got like the Hammer Bros item now, so it's like a hammer.
Yo, those were in Super Mario when that came out. Oh, those Hammer Bros. I've never wanted to punch an anime character more in my entire life. Those things were crazy.
They were. I mean, honestly, I'm excited to see how that item is going to play out. It didn't look as strong
as I want to throw hammers.
Yeah, it's actually really cool. They're bringing back the Super Mushroom, which you're going to be able to go giant and crush the competition.
I love that.
They're changing the shock a lot, actually.
How so? You mentioned that earlier. You alluded to it. You were using foreshadowing, as the kids might say.
Shadowing. But yeah, no, it's actually quite interesting. They're actually making the shock time cut in half. So normally, where if you're in first, second, third place and you use the shock in 11th, you would take a lot longer to get back up to normal size. But now with the new shock, you don't hit the people behind you anymore, and you're going to actually grow and become normal size even faster than you did in this game. So it doesn't matter what spot you are, basically everyone gets back to normal size at the same time, which is quite interesting in my eyes. Shock got nerfed once in the DLC tracks where you now don't lose your glider, but now they're changing it again where it's not even as impactful as it once was. So don't know if that's going to be better or worse in sense, but yes.
Well, chat is talking away right now, and if you want to get involved in chat or see some of our past broadcasts, you can check it out at twitch.tv// obviously kids, Allied Esports, or you can check out the YouTube channel as well if you want to see some of those VODs as, you know, if you're into the whole brevity thing.
Hey.
If not, video on demand, all right?
Video on demand. Yeah, that's the class. Now you're talking my language.
I'm not going to make the unks actually look up on Google what is VOD. And yes, I have done that before for other acronyms. I'm just saying.
No, acronyms are dumb. You don't even know what they mean anymore. You know what? TFTI, it could mean 15 different things.
I don't even, huh?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Look, Gen Z doesn't want us to use the thumbs up emote anymore because it's too passive aggressive. You know what I say to that, Gen Z?
But also, one detail that I did forget about the shock is that when you have a roof over you, it also does not affect you in tunnels.
Oh, that's new.
But we're going to be seeing who's getting affected by these scores by the end of this qualifier. We've got some wrap-ups right here, right now. Let's see how these competitors did in this first round. We've got Immortal in first place with 49 points. Jaguars in second with 47. Aeropostale in third with 46. Superdome with fourth with 38 points. Kiro in fifth with 34. And then a drop-off, though. Gary in sixth with 19 points. JMG in seventh with 19. Technic in eighth with 12. And Pop-Tart in ninth with a nice 9 points. Really great work, and remember, do not leave just yet. Go grab some food, some game time, and chill around because you don't know what the point cutoff is going to be. Remember, top 24 players are getting more races for the next round, so don't leave just yet. Even if you didn't do that well, you have no clue how the next qualifiers are going to go.
Yeah, stop, collaborate, and listen. Go over to Mike and grab yourself an H2O, okay? I bet you Pop-Tarts from California. They got the 310. I wonder if that's an area code or just a number. Gary's way could have been a little bit better way. They'd like some more points there. I don't think 19's going to do it for him.
Maybe.
But,
I don't know.
Kiro's,
3 quals is tough.
I know. Kiro's sitting at 34. You know, when we have 4 quals, we actually have an idea of what it's going to be. 3 quals mess it up. 5 quals really throws a monkey wrench into the whole deal.
Or should you say a hammer, bros? Oh, that's not a wrench. No, my bad.
No,
my bad.
But I hope it's a $40 framing hammer that they're throwing.
I hope so. I hope they actually give me a penny every time I throw a hammer back. You know what? Trying to afford that $80 game.
Well,
but
every time you play a map that has the word summit in it, I should get a penny.
That's
Just
true.
saying.
I'm not lying. I think you're not lying. You've probably been
I would
around
be a
longer than Mario
Kardashian
Kart.
by now.
Huh?
I'd be a Kardashian by now if I had a penny for every time they played a map with someone. I mean, would you want to see me dating a... No, they wouldn't date me Kardashian. All right, racers on deck. Let's get to it.
Let's see it. The next racers that are going to be going on stage are B-Minutes, Knight, Zol, Yezi, Red Snake, Z-Dubs, Zeki Cat, Super Kitty Witty 9000. The power level is over 9,000. And Little Bit Psycho rounding us out for this next qualifier. Another 9-person qualifier. So like I said before, if you didn't do too well, remember, there's still a chance for you to make it in the semifinals. You just have to hope that this next qualifier doesn't do as good as you did. So we'll see what happens next. But these racers, very talented, very excited. We only have like 2 more of these with Knight being in these tournaments.
Knight's on his way out.
Yeah?
He's moving on to bigger and better things in bolder places. He's traveling to places unknown.
Places unknown.
Yeah,
going
when
off the grid.
he comes back to play like once a year or whatever, he's now going to be from parts unknown. I want more wrestlers in the WWE to be from parts unknown. They don't do that anymore.
No, they don't.
That was a staple when I was a child. From parts unknown. Oh,
where is that?
Parts unknown.
This man doesn't even live on Earth.
My dad used to be like, no, it's a really nice island off of the Caribbean. You'll never go there. I'm like,
why not?
well, Dad, can't you take me there? No, secret. All right, here we go. Let's check it out. We've got Emery in the house. Usually number 2 or number 3 in the rankings. Yeah, Emery, how you doing today? Nice to see you.
Yeah, Emery being one of the competitors that actually won Mega J-Keezy's Ran Event Summit.
Yeah,
it was very, very fun. She actually dominated that one. And with Bobby not being here, being the one who always contests Emery's runs, it will be interesting to see what she's going to be able to do here. She said she's aiming for the prize because she's got to afford that Switch too. So yeah. I am absolutely rooting for them. Ankles, another amazing competitor. I'm really excited to see what they do. They always bring the drip with the Naruto.
Look at the hoodie.
With the Naruto hoodie, I always love to see it. Actually,
yo,
so fire. And there's fire on it.
I hope if your kicks don't match, I'm coming down there, all right? I'm just saying. Show me the shoes.
Then going down the line, Zobgo back with us again. Got that Sailor Moon shirt. I love to see that. Absolutely amazing. Always looking fresh.
Jamming out to tunes all night long. He's jamming out right now. They're jamming out right now. They were jamming out earlier over here. They are getting locked in like an NFL or an NBA player before the match. They got their tunes on and they're doing their thing.
Sloppy Gunner gonna be the next one up here today.
Hopefully he won't play sloppy.
Hopefully not. He said that he's not playing Marvel Rivals anymore. I'm hurt. I am sad.
Why?
I needed to see another Scarlet Witch ult that missed everyone in the game. I needed to see it again. I'm sorry. I'm sad that you're not going to be here tomorrow.
Yeah,
if you didn't know, Marvel Rivals is happening tomorrow. Get signed up. It's sign up start at 12 o'clock. So if you want to play some new season, new character, Emma Frost, you don't want to miss her. For various reasons.
I'm signing Sloppy Gunner up right now. Get up here and I'm signing them up. Oh, look at that Santa Cruz Screaming Ant shirt. Dope with a capital D.
JJ Bros in the house with us again. Great to see them back and racing. They've been grinding Lounge, and if you don't know what Lounge is, it's the ranked Mario Kart 8 Deluxe Discord. Finally got around to it. He's like, no, I hate Lounge, and then finally tried one, and that's all it takes to get addicted to something. Lesson learned, kids. You gotta be careful for what's out there, but now he's been grinding it, so I'm excited to see what he's gonna be able to do today and really how much he's improved in this past month because he's been grinding the game. He's been kind of giving me a run for my money recently too.
It's okay because video games keep kids off streets, and when kids are off streets, they're off of drugs. Don't do drugs, kids. They're bad.
Yes, they are. I mean, also what's bad being a cow eating a hamburger. I don't know how how did they let that slide?
Talk about that.
How did they let that slide?
You don't want to hear about that. You'll become a vegetarian. I don't want to do that to you. Are you in your happy place right now?
I don't think they heard us.
I don't think they. I'm wearing my Happy Place shirt. I just needed to know.
Oh, man. Going down the line, seeing all these wonderful competitors, just trying to get locked in. Remember, what you want to do, you got that Yoshi, you got that Teddy Buddy, you got those roller tires, and just start from there and try and see what works for you because there's a lot of cart loadouts, and most of the characters in this game now are very much viable. I mean, the heavier weights kind of losing the viability, but remember, there's still so many characters to pick, and you can make whatever you want work. And then we got the beautiful smiles on the stage right now. People getting actually happy, which is what we're here to be, is happy and enjoying yourself on this stage and really in this beautiful HyperX arena.
There's no crying in Super Mario Kart, okay?
Yes, there is. I've cried.
No, you do it in the bathroom by yourself, okay?
When if you're of age, at the bar, and Mike can help you out.
Yes, exactly.
And you know what? He'll support you in your needs and your troubles in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Trust me. He's heard it all.
Yeah, he definitely has. You know what? I think being behind a bar in Vegas, you might have a couple stories to tell. Just saying.
Just a couple?
Yeah, gather around. I got a story to tell. It's just like Slick Rick. I'm throwing down the ruler.
Hey, you know what they say? Whatever happens in Vegas stays in Vegas, and hopefully these red shells in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe won't be staying in Vegas. And we did actually get a little bit of a tidbit. Okay. We are working on getting Mario Kart World Tournaments happening when the game comes out.
We're going to drop it like it's hot.
Drop it like it's hot. So if you're looking forward to that game and really want to figure it out, but right now, for the foreseeable future, more than not, we'll probably have to do like community switches, bring your Switch down, your new Switch, and trying to make that work. I know the arena's working on getting some switches as well, but for the time being, I think that's just the way we're going to have to do it.
No, I got this. Open letter to Nintendo.
Uh-oh.
Hey, Nintendo, send us some Switches. Let's see if it works.
What could they say? No?
No?
That would hurt my feelings.
Hey, I've been told no a lot in my life. I'm kind of used to it by now. I'll throw it out there. Hey, you were a card company built, not even a trading card company because there weren't them, a playing card company from the 1800s. And now you are on top of the world selling Switch 2s, which should be called
Super Nintendo Switch.
Nintendo Switches. And you're selling them for $450 plus.
Well, if it was in the 1800s, they probably would have cost $1,800 to sell those playing cards these days.
$1,800 to make you holler. We get paid to do the Nintendo thing.
And we are getting started with qualifier number 2. Starting it all off onto JJ Bros. They're here in 4th place. Got that Birdo, the white Birdo. Birdo's one of my favorite characters. I've always picked them in like every single Mario Party game, and I absolutely love them. But going around these corners, going to be able to hold that green shell just for that extra space. We were telling everyone also, using that back camera is so necessary. You need to know what's behind you to know if you need to dodge something. Because if there's triple greens behind you, maybe sometimes going wide and avoiding those triple greens will work out better for yourself. But Sloppy Gunner going for the bagging round on Mario Kart Stadium, never a bad choice to get up to those 10 coins and then work your way up into the pack.
We've got Crazy 8's a card game I used to play with my grandmama when I was a kid. Back in the day when I was a teenager with just a little bit of gold and a pager. As we're checking out Grab These Cats in 9th place, getting very Australian with that boomerang rang. And now we're going ghost mode, baby.
Ghost mode, giving yourself a little bit of protection. One thing they are changing, guess what they're changing about the Ghost in the new Mario Kart world, Logan?
I don't know. It smiles more?
That's what happens.
Don't do that.
You got the smart steering. You got to be able to know what button to press to put that smart steering on and off. You disconnect the lobby, you're going to be in trouble.
Yeah, if you disconnect the lobby, you're going to be called to the principal's office. Great defense by Ankles right there, using the red shell as a defensive mechanism, but they got another one on the way. Not one, but 2. Yeah, couldn't defend the second one.
And Emery with a half a lap
Look
lead.
at that.
Gonna be able to confirm a 1st place finish on the 2nd qualifier of the night. And then we got a whole drag race. And Falco missing it. Getting passed at the line by Mick Fries. Bringing that 3rd place finish. Great work there on that Luigi combination. Love to see that.
Yeah, look at the smile on their face. They know they just did something good in the hood. It's all good, man. Mr. Rogers is super proud of you in this neighborhood. Oh, man. All right, qualifier number 2. Already getting into it. It's already fire. We are in fuego here at the HyperX Arena. I hope you're enjoying yourself at home. Thank you for joining us. It's been a little while. We missed you.
We did. We really did. And to go back to that comment, what are they changing about the boo? What changes? When you use the boo, what changes with that whole thing? It's pretty much the same, but there's one thing that they're changing, a key factor of it.
It actually scares you this time? No,
no, that would actually be so cool. It's like a jump scare.
Jump scare.
Oh, that would actually be so great.
They should bring that out as a DLC around Halloween.
That would actually be so funny. Oh, I would. The videos of like the kids playing
just, parents, don't tell your kids. Just go onto their Switches, hook up the DLC, and just sit back and let the camera roll. Because the good times will definitely be rolling as we get to race number 2 of 4 and qualifier number 2. Yan Chan gets stuck at the front line.
Great to see Yan Chan back with us again as well.
She's in her happy place.
Honestly, they've been competing here and there in these tournaments, so it's absolutely amazing to see them back with us again. But we're going to your track. You're a penny richer, Logan.
I know, but
DK Summit. It's
go.
The track of all time, and we'll be enjoying racing on it. No more new Mario Kart, new me. DK Summit is still I can't even say those other words. Sky Foil going to be here, going to be able to take these drifts. Remember, you got to go for that gap jump. If you don't, you're going to be struggling like you just saw there.
You're not having fun. And what are we here to do?
Have fun.
Yeah, definitely. No, she's wearing a Metropolitan art shirt, Museum of Art shirt on. So she's high class, and she knows how to get it done. Speaking of high class, we've got Emery in 5th place right now, rocking and rolling in the air with a star in her hand. She's going to wave her hands like she just doesn't care, but she's got the squid ink on her. Can she see? I think so.
DFG not seeing that shock actually going to be taking away her star. Had the opportunity to dodge it, but unfortunately held on to it for a little bit too long. That's the high risk, high reward special. Sloppy Gunner taking the no item shortcut gap jump onto the boost panel. Beautiful landing there.
Tight. I mean, toit. Like a tiger. Like Mike Tyson's Tigers. I mean, that was just getting it done. Sloppy Gunner looking good in the hood right now in second place, holding on to that horn. You know what, with the horn, it's best to use it as a defensive mechanism. Yo, you can say this. I believe in you. Mechanism against the blue shells. Because it's so hard to gauge when people are around you to use that effectively against other contestants.
But you know what's going to make it easier?
Oh, in the
New
future.
camera POV. You're able to turn the camera to see what's to the left and to the right of you, so it will make it easier to see when to use that air horn.
Jokers to the left, jokers to the right. Here I am, stuck in Mario Kart with you.
And then you saw Emery getting hit by that Shy Guy, but then landed on the half pipe, which allowed her to get that boost. But Sloppy Gunner is boosting their way to the finish line. Emery in second, Ankles in third. If you don't know what they're doing with the Bone Rattler, currently before Mario Kart World, Ankles is trying to win with every kart loadout in the game.
Oh, that's crazy. Yo, you so crazy.
So he's trying to do that.
dude.
In Lounge, he's not able to move on until he wins with the Bone Rattler. Then he goes to the next
It's like
card.
gun
and then
game
the
and
next card.
COD.
It is,
Yeah,
actually.
right? Like gun game and COD.
He's
I
gotten
got this.
reported for trolling like many times so far, but he's not doing bad. So you know what? It's working out. But Bone Rattler is the card of all time. So
Hey, as long as you keep it appropriate, trolling is definitely a part of esports.
it is.
But keep people's feelings in the foremost of your talking. You know, look, I don't use game chat on COD for a reason, all right?
You will with the new Switch 2.
Oh, why? What is the new Switch brought to the table?
Oh, it's got a whole dedicated button you got to pay for so that you can use Discord voice chat, not Discord.
Oh, you gotta pay for it, you say? Really? You have to pay
Yay.
for it. Pay to play Nintendo much?
Or use Discord. No, Nintendo, you're not listening, right? Discord isn't free. But yeah,
It's not. I think I just paid $200 to re-up my Discord the other day.
I think you're getting scammed.
No, I have a channel. Oh, people are in the channel. Okay.
You, your mom, and your dad?
Well, my grandma was in there too.
Oh, my bad.
But
I'm
my
sorry to
sister
forget about
said
him.
no.
Oh, it happens.
She has better things to do with her time.
But right now we're seeing Yanchan in 9th place. Got that Shy Guy Biddy Buddy. That Biddy Buddy actually has the same stats as Mr. Scooty. So if you want to pick that sort of cart rather than the scooter drift mechanic, you're going to actually be able to pick either one of those two.
Chat was talking about the Biddy Buddy earlier.
Yes,
how
they were.
important it is.
It is. It's actually the same stats as Mr. Scooty like you see in Emery on right now. So you can pick between those two. But the lightweight loadouts, you have to drift more. The lighter the character, you want to hit mini turbos more and snake your way through these lines rather than driving in a straight line like you can with these heavier loadouts.
And one of the differences between the pro players that come in here and the average run-of-the-mill person that is just on vacation and wants to play here is the drifting.
Yes.
It is such a big part of this. You might as well be in Tokyo Drift because you need it to win. You can't just play this game like a straight race anymore. It is definitely incorporated the drift into your gameplay. And if you've not been able to do that, you are not an elite player.
100%. I couldn't have said it better. And especially when we've seen that Nintendo Switch 2 showcase, the event going on in LA. A lot of people not even knowing the drift button existing in the competitive community are getting absolutely driving themselves insane watching that gameplay. So it's one of those things where it's like, yes, it's so integral because if you're just trying to drive in a straight line, you're not going to be able to go as fast as you can. Zavgo throwing that red shell, landing it, but they're going to drop down and go wide. Saw that Emery had that red shell, so they backed off so they don't get hit by the red, but now they're going a little bit faster. They might get carted out, but Ankles all the way down in 7th place. Has to work their way up. 7 coins. Red shell going to hit them before they're able to grab a double item box.
And they drop some more rupees on the floor. Somebody better pick them up. They've only got 4. Remember, you want 10. As my cohort said, they make you go faster.
Call me what?
Faster is better than slower. As we see Emery being the fastest on the track right there, getting first place, finishing second is Zavgo, doing a drum solo to let us know. And JJ Bros in the house in 3rd place.
Being able to scrape by on that top 3 in that race number 3. Remember, now you only have one more race to make it work out for yourself. And talking about race and talking about points, they're even changing up the point totals for the new game.
Did they say why? I mean,
because
look,
they're silly.
Well, here's the thing. It's like, why are they doing that? I mean, we're all used to the point totals. Don't make me break out the abacus and the TI-85 to try to get this done, okay?
I'm trying to look for it so I can get, like, specifically. Oh, here we go. Here we got it. So it's going to be, like,
Don't show me that. Oh, I'm just joking.
Okay, so actually, did I even grab it? No, I hope I did, because I was trying to be. Oh yeah, okay. Never mind, I didn't grab it. I lied to you guys, so I won't be able to give you the specifics. But basically, it's only like top 5 that gets a huge bonus, and then everyone else gets 5 points apiece.
Oh, jeez.
So that's kind of wild. Don't know if it's going to change if you change it to 12 players or not, because they've only shown the 24 players.
That's right.
So potentially, yes, the scoring will be the same for a 12-person lobby, but for the time being, that 24 players, it's actually going to be so much more important to get first place than it ever has been in this game.
You're absolutely right. And you know what? Everybody else can count by 5s, I hope. Look, do your multiplication tables, kids, as we check in on Crafty Cats in the back of the pack right now in 8th place starting off. Did not get stuck at the finish line as we get into qualifier number 2, race number 4. This will be the last race of this qualifier. So it's time to show up and show out, or you're going to be showing everybody else what your tears look like while you're sitting down watching everybody else have fun.
Yeah, we don't want any tears, except Crafty's cat might be crying about that green shell snipe. And what changed about the green shells is that now the items actually travel a lot faster. They aren't so reliant on those bounces. It is literally like Peyton Manning throwing a Hail Mary and absolutely nailing you with those items now. So these green shells actually go slower than what you're going to expect in Mario Kart World.
So it's like the difference between Peyton and Eli? Is that what you're saying right now?
Actually, such a great comparison.
Yeah, it's such a great comparison right there. As we check in on Ankles in 6th place, popping a star, having a star to hold on. Might as well pop it again to get it done. Will they be able to move on and use another cart? Only time will tell. And they pop. Yo, that was such a perfect IQ moment. Best time to pop that star.
Exactly. Actually, there's going to be an item. So in case you actually do an option, in case you do struggle with chaining your items into the next item box, they're going to have an auto-use button, which I don't know if they're going to hate it or love it. So it'll automatically use your items before you get the item box, so you're able to chain your items a little bit easier rather than relying on yourself to use them before the item box.
Why are they making everything automated? Is this AI Mario Kart? This is AI Mario Kart, isn't it? It does everything for you? Where did the video game skill go, Nintendo?
I don't know, but they thought everyone liked Tor, and they're incorporating it, but we are currently going to be able to see Ankles in 2nd place. 2 green shells to their name. Going to be able to drift right around. Don't know where 2nd place went, but they're going right into the side of the car. Get your insurance out and try and change up that. Your rates are skyrocketing, and Emery is skyrocketing up this leaderboard. Grabbing 1st place, Ankles in 2nd.
And rounding out our top 3, once again, it's JJ Bros in the house, getting it done. Love to see JJ Bros. They fell in love with the game and the atmosphere here at the HyperX when we had the MGM employees in here. And by the way, we love being part of the MGM community. Thank you for coming down and being part of our community here at the HyperX. And you know what? They haven't left us. He's been here every single Saturday that we've been live, and you should do the same thing too. If you're thinking to yourself right now, hey, I'm going to be on vacation in Vegas, or hey, I live down the street from there, and look, I love to play Mario Kart. Guess what?
What?
Bet you can't win.
You're right. I can't win. So right, Logan. Come on down, enjoy some Mario Kart action. We already know that we're going to have the new Mario Kart World game eventually once we get those pre-orders and everything else going. So we'll be able to be here and hopefully bring you that fast-paced, amazing action of that new game as well.
Help us close out this wonderful game and this wonderful game community behind the game. After 10 years, help us to put this game to bed in an appropriate way. Let's not just shove it in a hole like it was an Atari ET game and bury it and try to forget about it. Wait for a documentary to dig it up 20 years after the fact. Let's put this game to bed. And you know what? Let's pick up its neighbor and play it to death.
That's the way to do it. Honestly, no matter, it's been 10 years. People are, granted, we got the DLC tracks. That breathed new life into the game. That helped out a lot in this whole entire era of Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. But honestly, it's been a very consistent Mario Kart game. It's probably been one of the best that's come out, in my opinion. The graphics, the gameplay, I really think there's a lot to admire about this Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. So I'm just hoping that Nintendo is going to be taking the great and mixing it in with the even greater with the next game, because I am excited for Mario Kart World.
Well, I think we all should be. Now, here's the thing that we haven't really heard about, or maybe you have, as we bring out the Mario Kart. Yo, can we get
let's go!
Have you guys hooked that up so we can see the camera view from the car? Those cars have cameras on them, and it's a really cool view. So what I want to do with those is we're going to set up a track here at the HyperX Arena, and you and I are going to race those.
We used to do that, actually.
We're going to
Jaguars brought their, and JDEX brought their own custom-made tracks for that specific thing.
Oh,
it was actually so much fun. It was actually so cool to have that here, and you know what? It popped off in the very beginning, but yeah, it was actually really nice for Jaguars and JDEX to bring that down. We actually used to do that, but what we actually do have right now are the scores. Let's see how they did. Emery with 57 points, 3 off that perfect score, but still very consistent racing from the one, the only #1 in the house. Eagles in second with 40 points, a drop-off of 17 points, but still very consistent. Sloppy Gunner in third with 38 points. Zabgo in fourth with 36 points, and JJ Bros tying right there in fifth place with 36 points. Yantron in sixth with 29 points. McFry's in seventh with 26. Crafty Cat in eighth with 22, and Skyfoil in ninth with 7 points. If you're qualifier #1, you got to be a little bit sweating in your boots because they did a little bit better than that first qualifier.
I'm starting to look at the number 34 is popping out to me. I'm feeling like the bottom of the pack may be 34, which is not too shabby.
I think you might be overestimating.
I'm overestimating? All right, so where's your number at? Where's your head
22.
at? 22. Okay.
24.
24.
You know what's funnier than 24?
What?
25. Let's get those racers on deck. Let's see who's coming up next. We got B Minutes, Knight, Zol, Yezi. This is actually that we flipped it around. B Minutes, Knight, Zol, Yezi, Red Steak, Z-Dubs, Zeki Cat, Super Kitty Witty 9000. And we're going to say the same joke again. It's over 9,000. Little Bit Psycho rounded out this final qualifier of the night. Very, we said this. We got them mixed up. It happens. Don't worry. We got it all under control. But this is going to be the final qualifier of the night.
Yeah. Look. I'm going, but who's coming with me? That's the fish in the bag. Hey, every once in a while, mistakes happen. And now we're going to correct that mistake and get back into it. We've got the right racers on deck. They're on the stage and they're ready to play. And you should be too. Look, we're going to have a fun new game for you at home. We've talked about it in the past. But you know what? We've got somebody here who wants to get involved, and I truly appreciate that. We've talked about the bingo game. Yeah, bingo, baby!
Yes!
Oh, it's coming. Veli's going to make it happen. And let's take this opportunity to thank everyone behind the scenes in production right now, getting it done. We've got a lot of new faces around here in the HyperX. Welcome to the family. We're glad to have you. And thank you for making us look good. There's only 2 of us in front of the camera, but there's a whole heap of people behind the camera getting it done. And we appreciate YOU.
And we're going to be going into the final qualifier. The randomizer is spinning. It is going to be Dragon Driftway.
Let's go.
For the first race of the day, serving it up Carrie's Way. And we're going to be seeing one of my favorite no-item shortcuts being performed on this track. I absolutely adore it. It took me so long. Bobby actually coached me on this track, trying to teach me.
On it.
Yes, some of these things are difficult. I guarantee you would need coaching too. Really.
Yeah, I used to use Nintendo Power Magazine for my coaching and would call the hotline all the time as we get into race number 1 of qualifier number 3. And we have Ariel Apostle up on the board with the cow moo.
There's actually Knight on the screen right now.
Sorry, my bad.
You got it all mixed up. Yeah. It's fine. And Ariel Apostle plays the Yoshi bike. Come on, Logan. It's been a month. It's been a month.
It happened.
But this is not Yan-Chan.
Also, I'm old.
That is true.
OLD. How old I am.
I've already forgotten. How old?
Too old. Too old for video games.
No, you're not. You're never old enough. Why are you talking about too old for video games? but we got Knight on the screen, got those triple reds, going to be rotating them. And what I wanted to say, and finally the note, the boo item changes now where you won't be able to see the rotating items around the person. So now you're going to see them in this game, but now with the boo in Mario Kart World, it will hide every rotating item that you have. So you're actually hitting.
I actually like that. I think that's
very good change.
You know what, if you go with Ghost, let's go all the way. You know, don't just dip your toe in.
There you go. But right now we're seeing this competitor a little bit struggling. Remember, Dragon Driftway, it's got a lot of twists and turns, and it's going to take a little bit, but they got that bullet bill. I bet they're bringing it all right back. 3 minutes. Drive it off the stage. That's the wrong way. Oh, and a bullet bill, insult to injury. Someone check on this man.
Oh boy, and now lightning. You just can't get away. That's 30% bad luck right there. Maybe even a little bit higher.
32% at least.
32% if they just get past. Like they were standing still as we check in on Knight right now. Rolling the cow forward, drinking their milk, staying healthy, and they've got enough calcium to grow strong bones in a healthy body, and they are in fourth place. Spamming out those fireballs, trying to get it in fake out.
Yeah, you would think that they're spin fire with the way they're spamming that out, but what we are seeing is Zol grabbing a first place finish on the first race of qualifier number 3.
Zeke Cat coming in second place, and Yezzy.
That's not Yezzy.
You know.
Oh, yes, it is. Actually, it's updated.
It is. See,
you got me.
Don't tell me what to do. Coming in third place right there.
You got me.
We appreciate it. Hey, sometimes I'm like Anchorman. I'm like Ron Burgundy. I just read what's on the screen, okay?
No, that's fair. That's fair. That's the way to do it. That's what we're here to do.
Don't you dare play with my emotions, okay?
Switch it back.
They've done that before. All right, yeah. Let's mess with the old guy today.
Yes. Yeah. It's so great.
I mean, I would too.
Would you? Would you really?
No.
No.
Well, I mean, the old guy in the room's like 85 next to me.
Oh,
so.
We found out your age.
Yeah, no, well, 82.
Oh, my bad.
Everybody
I forgot you have dyslexia. It's actually
28? Are you saying moisturize early and often, kids?
Hey, there you go. Yeah, no, moisturizing good for you, more good for you, especially when you're sweating as much as you do when you're on that stage trying to compete with the best of the best of the best in the Las Vegas area and all across the world. You can if you put the time in, Logan. I'm
it's
just
all about
saying.
the time. How much time do you have in this game again?
Over probably 1,500 hours, you know, and I'm still not even there, man. But I was stubborn when I first started playing this game. I was stubborn.
You didn't do time trials, kids.
No, I did not. And that's the first thing you got to do when you get into the new games. You got to learn how to do time trials. And defend yourself against the pack like people like Logan.
If you don't like a map, it's because you're bad at it. Get good, kid, as we get into race number 2 of qualifier number 3.
You're throwing up so much, Logan.
All hands on deck, baby.
All hands on deck, as we're going to hopefully not have a Titanic level situation when we're racing on Daisy Cruiser. We're going to be seeing Yezzy here being able to get that counter hop going forward, drifting their way in the world. But we got Z-Dubs on the screen right now, got that star in hand, going to thankfully go the faster route. Going this top route is actually a lot faster because when you go into water, you're actually going a little bit slower. One big change also, guess what we're doing in the next Mario Kart, Logan?
We're swimming in an Olympic-style pool.
I wish. We're not swimming anymore. We are jet skiing.
Yes! Yes! Yo, as a dude who used to live in Miami, doing radio down there, used to take a jet ski to work, bro.
Really?
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Our radio station had a dock, and so did my the place where I lived. And so instead of buying a car, I bought a jet ski and would take a jet ski to work.
That's awesome. I love jet skiing too.
First day I walked in a wetsuit to go change in the bathroom, the whole radio station stopped what they were doing because I was about to ruin the rhythm and the style that they were used to.
It is
because I look funny. But yo, I'm making money.
There you go.
Tupac was in it. Dickable Play? No, it's not Dickable Play. Anyways, Tupac was in it.
And we're going to be seeing the Tupac piece going over to Zeki Cat, Shock, and Blue Shell. Going to connect both one after another. V-Minutes, though, got a little bit of a triple red Reno situation, throwing all their items forward and going in these final few turns. They got to survive, but they can't. Bomb lands, and that's going to hit 2-for-1 special Knight here, getting their item ghosted. Vulnerable, but in the Moo Moo Me, going to be able to confirm a second place finish. Zeki Cat, the Shock, blue, red, yellow, green, not going to be able to stop them. And Zol rounding it out in third place.
And Zol, as always, too cool for school. His future's so bright, he's got to wear shades under the lights. getting it done. And I just want to say, it's not Diggable Planets. It was Digital Underground, by the way. It was Digital Underground, and Tupac was in that. I hate it when I get my references wrong. Badcaster, Badcaster.
How dare you, Logan? Use your
dare
brain. That's what we're here to do.
I am SMRT smart.
Yes, you are. Aren't we both?
Oh, man. All right. Well, that was fun. I mean, I'm having fun. It's good to be back.
It is.
Obviously, the competitors are super stoked to be here, just like we are, and you should be here next week. We are here next week. Look, we've got the randomizer. Not so random right now.
But yeah, what are the big things? Oh, we're going to the one, the only. But one of the big things that changed in that game, also the bomb being not as impactful, but also it's going to change when you are racing on these tracks. So when you're jet skiing, you are going to now be able to use the bomb, and it changes the water. So it changes with the water. So if you throw the bomb with the water, it's going to splash, and you'll be able to grab some tricks with the waves, which is kind of crazy.
That's how my grandpapa used to fish. As we get into race number 3, qualifier number 3 right there. All right, 5th place, B-Minutes doing it. B-Minutes was wondering about where they are. They haven't been here for a hot minute. And they were wondering where they are in the rankings, the house rankings. I wasn't able to let them know, but they knew they were 34 when they left.
You know what? We'll probably be able to get those rankings up and going. Like you said, we got some new people in the house, and they're going to be able to work and make this event even better than it ever has been. But right now, we do have Z-Dubs in 4th place. Got that fire flower, kind of feeling hot in their hand. There you go. Got to just spam it out forward. But remember, even though it got ghosted, use it for defense as well. You don't want to just throw it all forward, but little bit Psycho going to be able to avoid the bomb on the road. And with that star, they grab some triple shrooms, and they may be able to boost up here. But remember, one big important is that you got to be able to time that star with those shots if you can. But also grab those coins. B-Minutes slamming themselves right into those bombs.
And remember, when you have these triple mushrooms, do not spam them. As B-Minutes knows, doing it one at a time. Yezi knows as well, throwing them down just one at a time. If you use them all 3, it doesn't make it go any faster, okay, kids?
No, it does not. Space them out like you're supposed to space yourself out. Use the mushrooms one at a time. Just like these red shells, you want to make sure that they're going to land. Remember, 10-year-old game, 10-year-old netcode. Using that air horn is Zol. Going to be able to avoid that first red. Doesn't have defense for the second. Goes for the double item boxes. They're going to be able to hold this banana, protect themselves from that red shell. Boost paneling up. We got Zeki Cat in 1st place, being able to back that boomerang, grabbing that first red. Going to be able to have 2 more throws with that bad boy and potentially give themselves a 1st place finish. Another 1st place finish on Move Through Highway.
Second time's a charm as they finish in 1st place. Right there, getting it done. We're looking at the kid too cool for school coming in 2nd place. Zool! And 3rd place, yes.
Beautiful top 3 finish there for these racers going into this final race. Really, I want to see more of B-Minutes, but you talked about it. The Rusties might be needy for this event. A lot of these racers still trying to get their driving legs and getting themselves comfortable on this stage, because it is different. You know, whenever you come down here and compete in any sort of tournament, you are paying to play, but you're paying to get into that prize pot and trying to get yourself comfortable in an environment where you have people watching you, where you're on stage and you have expectations being set for yourself, even in the Twitch chat, twitch.tv/Allied Esports. If you want to say hello or root for your favorite racer, we are live and we're waiting for your comments.
Star Kosi says, bad, Logan, bad. You know what?
Good, Starkosi,
yeah,
good.
You know what? You know.
And then we got
again, the randomizer not being so random.
Oh.
All right, let's just take the course.
Let's just take the course. Are we doing that?
Please do it.
Who didn't pick random? Come on.
Who didn't pick random?
Come on.
Who's trolling?
Who's doing it? No one's raising their hand.
Somebody's trolling.
Someone's guilty because they're not admitting
Somebody lives under the bridge downtown because they're a troll.
How dare you? Bad competitor, bad. But yeah, we'll
everybody
see.
makes mistakes,
We'll
but
see.
here we are.
We're gonna run it.
We're gonna run it. Yo, run it.
We're running it, just like these competitors got to run on Grumble Volcano. This is a great track, a classic. Every single lap, the track falls off, so you got to adjust your lights accordingly. But I just love the aesthetic, the whole mountain. It's just very cool.
It is very cool. We love this track. Why? Because it's
whoa!
We knew that. I knew that was gonna happen. Trigonometry, geometry, coming back to haunt you like you were in the 7th grade.
That's why you throw those one at a time. You can't spam your items or the items will spam you. That is what an example looks like. Do not throw your items all out one time.
Yeah, a bad example of, what you do, of a good thing that you shouldn't do. See what I did there with the verbiage? It just happens. Oh, you know what? Those spinning greens were able to just help out and grab that red shell out of the air as it was coming to do some terrible damage to him. As we're checking out Super Giddy Witty 9000. Oh, those are roller tires, thank God.
No, they're sponge tires,
Those are
actually.
sponge tires, aren't they?
Yes, they're sponge tires,
No.
not the right ones, because you gotta use the rollers. They're the best in the game. We didn't make the game, Nintendo did. Trust us. You're seeing the top tier competitors use them, and it'll help you out.
They're just a little bit, the sponge are just a little bit bigger.
Yes.
Yeah.
That, I can see, especially with the yellow,
Right,
you know,
yeah.
absolutely.
I'm not crazy.
faulting.
Well, I'm
not-
crazy, but not about that.
Oh, what's crazier, seeing that blue shell land, hitting 2-for-1 special, and Zeki Cat getting back by a red shell, not even opting. They said, I want to keep you back there. You're front running way too much, Zeki Cat. And now we're going to be seeing them work their way forward. Up to 4th place, got one more shroom in a dream. And going around these corners, they're going to be able to grab one item box. Doesn't go for the double. And now they're going to be seeing Knight most likely in 4th place. Got those triple greens, and B Minutes in 2nd with that mushroom in hand.
Flying high in the sky,
Whoa!
just getting out of the way of all the shells coming down. We had a green shell, a blue shell, a red light special we might as well had as we check in at Knight, who is currently in 5th place with a big boy loadout.
Shot comes down at the final moment. Anyone who's taking that shortcut is going to get stopped. Zeki Cat is able to come back from nothing to something, getting backed by a red, blue shock. They got a 1st place finish on this final race. Zol in 2nd. And then we're going to be seeing Yezi in 3rd, rounding us out on our final top 3 finish for qualifiers.
Yeah, qualifiers are done. We're going to find out who's moving on. And let me tell you, the end of that finish right there, yo, that was IQ. That was a high IQ moment. I love it. I love it when you see somebody do something on purpose and it's exactly what you wanted it to be. Too much in games, we press a button and things happen. And you go, oh, did you see how great that was? No, they meant to do that, and it was awesome to see. There is a lot of skill that goes into esports. We don't talk enough about how much you actually have to practice. This guy's been practicing for like 3,000 hours and only has like 2 wins here.
3, thank you very
you got
much.
2.
3.
You keep giving yourself 3.
Respect my grind. Thank you,
Your pants
Logan.
are on fire from here because you're a liar.
No, it is not. They are not. You don't see any smoke right now. They're actually
You're smoldering.
They're actually, it's fine. They're good. Don't even worry about it. We might, the fire detector's wrong, right? But no, I've won 3 times, Logan. I've won 3 times.
Right,
I put in the grind. I put in the effort. I know words.
I'm proud of you.
Thank
Is that
you.
what you were waiting for?
Yes, I am.
You wish it came from your dad, but I'm close enough. He's like, I've been waiting for my dad to say that his entire life.
My whole life. But you know, Logan, if you try to compete for 285 of these, you probably wouldn't even get one. I'm just saying.
Well, see, he
I'm
always
just
said that.
saying.
We got to do a 1v1.
You
know
don't.
What?
I will take your controller and finish the lap for you and hand you a victory.
I will throw my controller at you. And you know what? I'm so old, I still play with a connected controller. Watch out. I'll choke you with the cord. If you're ahead of me, I might just rope you around and take you down like we're a rodeo clown.
Oh, you shouldn't have given the foreshadowing there. You shouldn't have given the spoilers there. That would actually be something.
Would that be great? Well, shh, forget I just talked. Which you probably already did because I can't even remember what I said.
Not me either. Who are you?
I'm just a dude.
Just a dude
playing a dude.
First name
playing
Just?
another dude. I don't even drop character until the DVD commentary comes out. I'm just saying.
Oh man. Okay. All right.
Qualifiers are done. We're waiting on scores. We're gonna find out who is moving on. Man, what do you think the number's gonna be?
7.
27.
27? I'm gonna go 24. Because you know what's
24?
funnier than 24?
25?
Hey, he's learning.
I really hate your callback, Joe.
Yes, you do, because they're not even. Come on, look. I can't believe. You know what? You're talking about all
Comedy
these
comes in
Limp
threes.
Biscuit, all these Slim Biscuits, all these
but I'll
Fat
make 'em work.
Biscuits.
Work.
You don't even know the best biscuit, which is the one that SpongeBob serves. I'm just saying.
All right, the best biscuit is from Red Lobster. And
No,
you all
it's
know
not.
it's the cheesy bacon
No,
biscuits.
it's not.
Yes, Yes, it is. Have you been to Red Lobster?
Yes,
You can even
they're bankrupt for a
you
reason.
can even take it home. All right, well, you know what? I think Red Lobster is #1 as far as the biscuits are concerned.
#1 in bankruptcy.
I'll find. No, they're coming back in a big way. Let's find out who's #1 right here, right now, and who's moving on.
We got Zeki Kurt, 57 points in first place, absolutely dominating this qualifier. A little bit of a drop-off, not much though there for Zol in second with 49 points. Knight in third with 38. Yezi in fourth with 37. B-Minutes in fifth with 30 points. Little bit Psycho in sixth with 28 points. Z-Dubs in seventh with 24.
Oh, look at that 24.
Super Kitty Witty. We're going to be doing Super Kitty Witty 9 over 9,000 is going to be there in 8th place. Red Snake in 9th with 6 points. Really great work from these competitors, and we'll be back soon. And welcome back to the HyperX Arena. We are here and we're seeing the beautiful audience in the house today. Say wave and say hello. Thank you all for coming out here to the HyperX Arena. We're having a blast doing some Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, and y'all are looking beautiful and amazing as you always do. It's always amazing to have the audience and the hype in the house tonight.
We love the crew that comes out each and every single Saturday night here under the lights of the HyperX Arena in the lovely and luxurious Luxor Hotel. And you know what? Tomorrow, if you play some Marvel Rivals, this is the place you gotta be. Plus, you know what? We've got TVs around here. You can watch whatever you want.
That is true.
You want to come down, play some games, watch some sports, make a bet, have a cocktail, have some great food. This is the place to do it. We've got the biggest TVs in the building, and we're gonna have some fun tomorrow. If you haven't played Marvel Rivals, you are missing out. It is the new Overwatch 2.
It really is. It's actually what Overwatch 2 probably should have been, because everything in that game's amazing. Emma Frost, everything. But no, truly, the gameplay, there's similarities. You know, there's different characters that have the equivalent in Overwatch, but they have actually made an identity for themselves. All these new characters are actually really good. They're releasing new characters every single month now, so you're never going to be losing any sort of interest in this game. Season 2 just dropped, and we're going to be playing that tomorrow. A lot of hero adjustments to be had, and I am very excited to see what the meta is going to be looking like for tomorrow's event, because there is just so much new since we've had this tournament last time.
And here's the thing here at the HyperX Arena. Yes, we were built on esports, but no. It's not just esports. Do you like Mahjong? Oh, we got Mahjong in the house. Boom! Throw your tiles down. Get it done. Oh, you like Fortnite? We got frags on Friday night. $1,000 prize pool. You want to get a little bit of that? Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti. Going low on that one. I like it. I like it a lot. And then we're going to be back Saturday night for Saturday Night Speedway. If you're sitting at home saying, wow, I want to get down like a clown. These guys are having fun. Girls, guys, days and thems. Come on down. We got your backs.
This is what we're here for. Whatever event, whatever game. If you want to see new games, recommend them in the Discord channel. Or if you want to see more Marvel Rivals, whatever, we're also going to be combining Marvel Rivals and Fragpunk together next week. So if you're a Fragpunk fan, come on down as well. And we're going to have a whole tournament for that along with Marvel Rivals.
Yo, best new band name ever, Marvel Punks. That's the new punk band that's gonna come out. I feel like some, because no, it's not good name.
Marvel Punks.
Hey, look, I was trying.
Yeah.
All right, look, production likes it. I heard it by ear. The director said, I love it.
Oh, so now you're hearing things.
What?
Huh?
Who? What? Huh?
Did you know the person who sounded like an owl?
What? Who?
Oh, there he was.
Who's on second? All right, look, we're back at the house. It's the HyperX Arena, and we will be back next Saturday as well. So if you want to get involved in Saturday Night Speedway, you can get involved next Saturday as well.
Yes.
Look, the best and easiest way for you to keep on the pulse of the HyperX community is get involved in the Discord, and you can do so by going online to the website, which is
HyperXArenaLasVegas.com, and you'll be able to figure out what events are coming up next. We're actually updating that calendar very fast. We are on top of it now, and it's going to just get better and better and better. So the calendar, you go on the website, click on the 3 little dashes on the top right, and you'll see the calendar, and you'll be able to see what events are coming up next. There's no frags next week, and then we have Mario Kart and then some more Marvel Rivals and Fragpunk. So I'm excited to see what's going to happen and how that Marvel Rivals whole meta is going to change from this week to next week, especially as people play the game a little bit more and see what they're comfortable with.
And you want to check out that calendar because the private events are sick over here. I just commentated a USA boxing match here. We had Sneaks, the sneaker festival in the house. Terrell Owens was here. Ahmad Green was here. You should have been here as well. We got to preview the movie, and I got to have a couple of my sneakers autographed by some pros. And you know what? I had it autographed by some pros, but I should bring in my Switch controller to have it autographed by these pros. Let's check them out.
Let's do it. Our first semi-finalists are getting ready, and they're already on the stage trying to get locked in. And those first racers are Emery, Immortal, Jaguars, Ankles, Sloppy Gunner, Yezzy, JJ Bros, B Minutes, Little Bit, Psycho, Z-Dubs, Gary, and Super Kitty Witty 9000.
It goes all the way to 9,000. That's
Over
how high it goes.
losing.
That's how high it goes. Look, this is going to be a great qual. Both of these quals are semis are going to be super exciting and super stoked to be here. These players are. It's stacked. This is stacked. Like, this is Dream Team style play. Like, if you're down here and you know anything about Mario Kart and the community, we got some big names on board.
They are, and they have competed all over the world. Like I said, they traveled to Atlanta, they traveled to all these different tournaments. The community is active, and when Mario Kart World comes out, those tournaments are going to be so often. So now is the time to get incorporated. Now is the time for you to join the competitive scene of Mario Kart and really get ready for that next game and get your hand into the prize pit of money moolah that is going to be distributed to all of y'all, because it's every single week we've got the $700 prize pool, and the more you support the event, the more money we can pour into this as well. So please bring your friends, bring everyone, and tell everyone about this event on the weekends. We got tournaments all weekend long.
Tell your brothers, sisters, uncles, cousins, nephews, daughters, roommate to come on by, because they need to get a slice of this pie so that these players can come back and get their pie sky high. I don't know, I'm just rhyming now. Should we eat a French fry?
They're good. Get some. Grab a waiter or something else.
Say hi to Chris. Grab yourself some fries. Or you can get loaded fries too, and they're dope.
They're actually so good. I say this every single week, and I know they're probably sick of hearing me say it, but the food here is so good. Anything you get, you're going to enjoy it. The Philly cheesesteak, amazing. The Caesar salad's amazing, but what's even better are the racers on the stage, getting locked in, getting their mentality ready, because they're going to get Mario Karted in this first semifinals. And you know what changes in semifinals, Logan?
You know what? It's no more rando maps. We get to pick our maps. Oh, thank the Lord. Oh, because I hate random maps, because you never know what you're going to get. It's like a box of chocolates. Just never know what you're going to get.
Isn't it chocolates?
I said chocolates.
What?
Box of chocolates.
Yeah, you never know what you're going to get. You're going to get chocolates in the box of chocolates.
Oh, man. I don't know why I came back. All right, let's go to the stage and let's get it done. This is Saturday Night Speedway. Allied Esports bringing it to you live at the HyperX Arena. And we've got some more racing to do. So, boogity, boogity, boo. Let's get down to the racing crew.
We'll see how those 5 big booms will do. We got the racers currently selecting their tracks, trying to make sure that everyone's controllers are connected, that everyone has audio, and it's all working out. We're just waiting for 2 more racers to pick their tracks. But right now, we are seeing the worst track in the game, serving it up in game way. DK Summit is getting selected.
Hey,
snooze.
We love the name. We love the name, but you hate the map. Oh, let's get some Excite Fight going. Show the old guys some love, and let's get some Excite. Oh, stop. Collaborate and listen.
Sky High Sunday. I wonder who picked it.
I wonder who picked it. Was that Emery, maybe?
Oh, no.
Might have been Emery.
They are remixing this for Mario Kart World, though.
Yo. They're throwing down a mixtape for it. Look, this is Emery's best map. She actually holds a record on this map. We've seen it happen where she has taken this map and used it to her advantage. If I were you, I'd be paying attention to what we say up here. This is going to be a map we're going to want to ban. Oh, speaking of ban, she gets bandied about at the start.
But that might be a strategic burnout potentially. I don't know if they wanted to bag at the very beginning. If not, really, I always see Emery kind of going for that front run on this track, because like you said, it's her best track. When we had the Summit tournament, she wanted this one more than any other track. When she was able to pick one where everyone had to pick it, this was the very first choice. We got B-Minutes on the screen right now in 8th place, tossing out that Fire Flower. You would think that it is Flower with how much they're tossing it out and how it's going all over the track. But they have a Mushroom in hand, trying to just catch up. But right now, we're going to be seeing them in 8th place still, just struggling. Got those 7 points, though, so they're going to be able to at least get a little bit faster than these other competitors. Oh, Yenzi running right into the banana and off the track, off the side. Where are you going? Don't quit the game.
No, don't be a quitter. And look, I quit quitting today because no one likes a quitter. But I understand how frustrating that may be. But however, we are not playing bumper cars. We're playing Mario Kart right now. Checking in on Emery. She was currently in 3rd place. Now a little bit psycho in dropping from 6th to 7th. Has those mushrooms, pops them all in lieu of the green shells.
We'll see if those green shells will be able to land on any of these competitors. Currently, just using them as defense. A little bit psycho now, going to be able to take that opportunity, tosses 2 forward, but they miss. but going to B minutes. They're working their way up from 8th to 4th place. Got those triple shrooms, got to use them one at a time, going around this side, and has that red shell. Bomb explodes right in front of him, which is going to allow him to throw that red forward and potentially take over 3rd place. Jaguars is in first, going to drop down, grab a single item box going into the double. They currently have a pretty substantial lead. Emery's the one in second, but Jaguars is the one in first. But they're going to get shocked. Emery is the one who dodges in second, has some rest. They're landing on the Jaguars, and this is going to be Emery's track to grab first place on the first race of semifinals number 1.
Coming in second place was Sloppy Gunner, and rounding out our top 3, Little Bit Psycho.
Let's go!
Yeah, way to make the podium a little bit. We like that. Getting Psycho on the map, but Emery showing up and showing out and showing why this is her favorite map. Look, that was just a cavalcade of red shells.
That was luck also, come on.
He's saying it's
Shock,
luck.
dodge, luck, Reno.
Emery,
Star
was that
in
luck?
second. Star in second.
She said no. It's
Yeah,
not luck.
yeah,
That's skill.
yeah.
That's 100% skill.
As much skill as Logan has in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. That's how much skill that was.
You know what? I've got more skill in B-boy skills than you. I bet I can
What?
breakdance better than you.
Now that's the tournament we gotta have.
Yeah, that's
You'll be going out in a gurney, but it's fine. It's entertainment.
break out the linoleum. We're throwing it down.
Oh man.
If you get that, you're old. Sorry. Anyways, Emery. Not going to mess with her on that map.
No.
As we look at getting into race number 2, I want to see Excitebike go. What map are you looking forward to?
Shroom Ridge, baby.
We're going back to Shroom Ridge.
I love it. This is one of my
It's a
favorite
fun
DLC
map.
tracks. I really enjoy it. The shortcuts are really fun.
They
The
are
lines
fun.
are really fun. Very zigzaggy.
No one uses the surfboards though, and I
No.
always want to see you go jump. I mean, look, if you want to go faster, you have to make sure that you utilize the trick over the jumps. And so you would think that the surfboards might be conducive for that,
No.
but no one uses them because they just slow you down.
Well, yeah, because then it messes up your line, and you can just take an easier line than have to worry about, hey, if I jump off the surfboard, I'm going to slam myself into the back windshield of these cars, and you just don't want to do that. It's just not very nice, especially when they're just trying to get to work right now, and then they have these people in cars. What is this, Japan YouTubers? I don't know. But right now we do see Immortal in 3rd place. Got that red shell in hand, going to be holding on to it for dear life. Triple Green's right in front of him, goes for the double, but only has time to grab one of them, but they do grab some points. They're up to 7, and they're up to no good because they can actually destroy a lot of people's races. JJ Bros on the screen in 4th. They did not grab that top 3 just yet, but hopefully they'll be able to hang on. Second race, we're going to be seeing them take these drifts and do a little bit of staking around these corners.
And they just popped that last mushroom, picking up triple reds, looking good in the hood, throwing one. All right, they're going to be able to use a defensive red right there as we check in on Z-Dubs, currently in 6th place. Look at that. They are just drifting.
Whoa.
Almost mid. Oh,
third time's the charm, man. Dodge 1 green, dodge 2 greens, but the
not the
bouldering is what takes them down. Emery's here in 8th
can
place.
you dodge a wrench? Apparently not.
No, you cannot. You're not going to be able to dodge a hammer either in the next game. We're going to be seeing Emery taking this golden mushroom around these corners. And you know what's a big change, which we can bring up on the Shroom Ridge of what they're changing in the next game?
Okay.
What are they changing, Logan? What are you thinking? It develops cars as Emery gets sideswiped by a red shell.
The car's moving opposite directions, like both ways.
No. So what happens now, especially with the bullet bills, it's all based on momentum.
Okay.
So if you chip the car, you don't automatically spin out anymore. You just kind of get bumped off to your side wheels and land. So you're not going to get punished by bumping into the cars as much as you do right now. But currently, Yezi in 1st place, got a little bit of a lead and a little bit of a dream, tossing the bomb forward and grabbing 1st place.
Boom goes the dynamite, and literally it does. Jaguar is coming in 2nd, and Emery rounding out our top 3.
That's the way to do it. Beautiful work there, top 3 finish. But like I was saying,
It's the
like you
bus.
saw there,
Right.
you hit the side, but now in the new Mario Kart, you'll just get tipped onto your 2 wheels,
It's kind of
and
like
then you'll
roller
land.
tires.
You know, it's just like the whole mechanic now that they're
Yeah.
not trying to make it so difficult for you to catch back up in the game.
Yeah, I think they're
So-
making the game really easy, by the way. You've got mechanisms that happen on their own. You don't have to do anything to make it work. They're literally making it easy for you. I don't want my games to be too easy, and there are people out there who play Elden Ring, and yes, they are self-deprecating and maybe a little sadomasochistic, but It has been said and it has been documented that the world's most infuriating game is indeed Mario Kart. I believe that's because a lot of people play it and everybody thinks they're good at it. Elden Ring, by the way, only falls to number 3. It didn't even come in 2nd place.
Yeah, they're delusional, but
I
it's
agree
fine.
with them, by the way, because that's like the hardest game ever.
It is. They're delusional, trust me. But we're going to Coconut Mall, and I
Let's
got to
go,
shout
Coconut
out
Mall.
Steve's coming into the chat. They're rating. We got Crime in here right now saying hello. Welcome into the stream. I hope y'all are having a fantastic time so far. We are currently in the first semifinals, race number 3, to catch you all up to speed. But I'm really excited. Thank you for the raid, Steves. I appreciate y'all, and I hope you're going to enjoy the rest of the show. But Jackie Wars is here. We're going to start him out. Doesn't get the full boost at the beginning of the race, but going to be able to chill, throw the green shell forward, and work up to top 3. But never mind, 2 racers take that shortcut, and they're going to pass right up onto Jackie Wars.
You've got to hit that first shortcut, and I definitely like the momentum that you need when you're flying in the air over here to kind of skip over that parking lot. Only the top players can do it. I've tried to do it on my own. I can't manage it. But you see a lot of these players do it, and it's a really good way to get a little bit in front of some of your other competitors.
Oh, yeah.
Because not everybody feels that they have the skill to do it. So it's really a skill gap that you can take advantage of.
Yeah, skill issue 100%, because if you're not able to take that glider section over those ramps, you're going to be actually able to not save yourself any time if you're not able to land that glider section. So honestly, really great idea to try and learn. Guess what? That comes down to time trials on how to race these tracks the fastest you can. And you don't have to do the #1 time. You should just pick that middle of the road time and learn what these racers do to be a little bit faster than the competition. Sloppy Gutter avoids that back bomb here in 10th place. 2 back bombs and some triple greens and reds. What are they gonna do to get around this chaos? B-Minutes here in 7th, sees the 1 more red in front of him. Only has a mushroom, holding on to it for that shortcut coming up. They're going to get bumped by a star. Slows down but takes the shortcut, stays in 7th.
Able to use their mushroom to get through there and was ingratiated with 3 more mushrooms to boot. Definitely spam them out. B-Minutes, you know better than that. But they were given the golden mushroom, and that is spammable. So spam away like you were having dinner in Hawaii.
Oh, Emery going to get chained with those double reds, bringing her down to 3rd, and they're going to get passed up at the final moment, but still grabbing a top 3 finish. Yezzy! Grab it, another 1st place finish.
And coming in 2nd, Ankles making everybody grab theirs and rounding out our top 3. Oh, Emery!
Ankles got that 2nd, and yeah,
yes,
Emery in 3rd.
got top 3, so she's currently in 1st place in this semifinal numero uno. Look at what we got. We got toys, bro.
I love it.
We got toys. It's like Christmas around here.
I know. I've always wanted one of these. I mean, Bear,
right?
Bear, who actually had a viral clip of him chasing his cat with one of these. It was actually hilarious.
This would keep a cat occupied for years. I think. I mean, they might even become friends with it.
What do you think they're thinking when they get chased by Luigi in the middle of the house? What's going through the cat's minds? You know, what do you think?
They're thinking, what a beautiful mustache. Oh, no, that's when I chase the cat.
We're talking about Mario characters, but
I mean, you're closer to cats because that's your entire Instagram.
It is.
My entire Instagram is cool stuff. His entire Instagram is cats, and guess who's
cool
better?
cats. What are you talking about?
Yeah,
First name cool, last name
I saw
cats.
a cat riding a scooter today on your Instagram.
It was great. You're telling me that's not cool?
All right, it was pretty cool.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Not gonna lie,
you know what's even cooler is everyone's favorite lounge track, Excite Bike Arena.
Yeah!
We love it, don't we?
We do.
No.
Yeah, no, we do. You actually like this map. Don't be a hater. Be a skater, and if you can't skate, copulate.
Yeah,
Look,
but it's the most popular track in the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe Wing Discord, so yeah, it's just, people are sick of it. It's so popular, and for good reason, in a sense. It's like Big Boy Baby Park, but still, when you got like a 56% track pick on a track here, you're like, okay, please never pick this one.
yeah, but here's the thing: there's a rhythm to this. You got to break out the rhythm and the rhyme, like I say, because this map, if you play this right, like Excite Bike, there is a way to make those jumps almost perfect when you trick over them and use that rhythm like a real BMX biker would do.
Yeah, it's actually insane. If you watch the world record time on this track, the mini turbos, and the way they counter hop off those jumps, it's actually kind of insane because the more air time you have, the slower you're technically going. So so you want to keep that to a minimum if you can. But Gary right now here in 11th place, going to be working their way up with that bullet bill. You got Z-Dogs, got those triple greens, trying to take out the competition with that one, sees that star right in front of him, but tosses both greens at him.
Yeah, you talk about an act of futility. That was definitely one. You see the stars and you hit it with 2 greens, well, you just wasted 2 greens.
Yeah, that is not the way you want to resource manage your items.
No.
Remember, if you see someone vulnerable, you got to learn how to line up these shells. And it's going to change with Mario Kart World. Like I said, when you throw these items down, they're going to be a lot faster. So what you learn right now, it might be different in the future. But right now, Sloppy Gunner trying to get around those triple greens. Got that star jumping their way. Blue shell on the way.
Oh, blue shell won't tell. Sometimes I call it purple. That's because I'm old. And Jack Juarez gets popped, dropped, and now he's being hopped by the rest of the crew.
Now going around these corners, remember it's the final moment. Pop it, that fire flower. Immortal doesn't back the boomerang, so they're gonna get hit in midair, lose 2 spots for their bad play. But Ankles in first place with that bone rattler, Sloppy Gunner in second, and we're rounding it all out here. JJ Bros in third, but look at that leaderboard. It is kind of getting a little bit far away from each other. These competitors, it's coming down to it. We only have a few more races left.
Yeah, we're getting down to that nitty grit, and it's about time for these characters to talk some stuff. Because this is going to be where we separate ourselves in the semifinals. Look, the qualifiers are awesome. We get that. In the semis, you need to finish in the top 6 to move on. And then we will find out who is the best of the best on the night here at Saturday Night Speedway. A lot of people would say that Emery is the favorite today. Who would you say is your favorite today?
Ah, man. And also another competitor that we're not going to be seeing for that much often is Aerial Apostle. So genuinely from the bottom of my heart, they are my pick for the winner tonight because I want to see them succeed. I want to see them go, and when they leave, go with a title that they so deserve. Honestly, towards the beginning of the year, going into last year, they actually had a huge push for that first place finish. They literally lost by like 2 points, and I really want to see them succeed some way, somehow.
Well, let's talk about all the good that they've done with their gamer style here, playing these games. They've raised over $2,000 for Alzheimer's disease while they've been playing Mario Kart, so congratulations and thank you for being a better person than I have raised exactly 0. No, I beat you.
You
and
did.
I beat you and you donated. So I have actually raised money as we get in here to Sloppy Gunner. He's backing. He's in 12th place. He needs to raise up this game and get it to first place.
I love Ankle still sticking with the bone rattler, but will he stick with it if he makes it forward to grand finals is the question. But I love that he's just having fun. He's just trying to do his own challenge at the end of this game. But B-Minutes here in 8th place. Got that mushroom going around these sides. Gonna be able to hit the half pipe. Never seen anyone take this path before in my life, because you're seeing it a little bit tough to stay on track there, but still in 6th place, going over to Gary in 9th. You know what we said, serving it up Gary's way, popping that golden mushroom, but gets item screened, and that's just not what you want to happen. Waluigi Stadium, very slippery track. This is definitely one you have to time trial, because if you don't, you're going to be in a bad spot, just like Gary. Not in a bad spot, hitting that boost panel right when they get hit by that shock, so they're working their way up to 7th.
Yeah, just like a bad Bon Jovi album, this is slippery when wet, and you have to take that into consideration when you're running around this map. And everybody likes to take that side panel, if you're noticing, because it's not slippery over there.
Yeah, having those boosts whenever you can, using your back tires to propel yourself forward onto the track. We're going to be seeing Immortal take it over first place here now after that competitor getting hit by that blue shell. They've actually had a nice little item set, but gets it ghosted away. But they're going to be able to take this drift and take that no item shortcut. Gets kind of caught on the off-road, but still able to keep that momentum going. Checking that back camera to make sure they have enough space and keeping that player behind them distanced away from themselves. But this is going to be a drag race going down across these last few turns.
Like Rob Zombie, we're going Dragula to the end right now. First place, Immortal. Hold on to that red shell for dear life. And it is in a defensive position as they just keep going and showing us who's behind them. And they finish in first place. Emery coming in second place. Rounding out our top 3.
Yes, Great lines, though, by
Yeah.
Immortal. You saw the counter hop off the ramp, and that gave them enough speed to keep outlining Emery and stick with that first place finish. But we got the leaderboard right here. This is race 5 out of 6, and you're seeing it. 7-point difference between 41 and 34, and I do believe that's JJ Bros with that 34 points. All this time, all this effort, he's got to be able to clutch up in this final race and try and bring it all back.
Yeah, it's not a purse, it's a clutch, and I'm going to need you to grab it and hold on to it for dear life, because that's what we're doing right here. Oh, man. It's exciting. This is the last race of the first semi. We got a 7-point difference. You can make a difference right now if you make the podium, and you need to.
Yeah,
you
JJ
need
Bros
to.
on the cutting room floor right now. I can look back. I saw their face. They're stressed. They're in their head. You got to get out of your head and just compete. Not being back. Not being back for a month. There's a lot on the line here today. Not only the money, but your own effort being put forward. But we're going to be stuck in traffic going over to LA Laps.
LA Laps. Look, that's why I don't like LA.
That's the only reason?
Yeah, it's one of the reasons. I once got into a limo in LA, and the driver looked at me, started laughing. He goes, "Should have been here 5 minutes ago." And I said, "Why?" And he goes, "Because your ride just went from 24 minutes to 1 hour and 32 minutes. And I said, "How is that possible?" And he looked at me in the eyes and said, "Welcome to LA."
That is the dream, isn't it?
I said, "That's not in the commercial." And you know what is in the commercial? Yezi right now being in 9th place. And I bet you that is not where they want to be.
No, it is not. Also, don't want to be in that spot where you're going to get items screened, but what you just saw there is actually the crabs that are going to be one of the playable characters in the new game. But Yezi going to throw their red shell forward and get trailed out, backing up, trying to grab some points, because now they're just going to bag this track. JJ Bros, the one on the cutting room floor here in 3rd place, going to be able to go and grab some points, and really they should prioritize that as much as they can. Stick and stay at 10. You've got to front run this track and keep it going and keep yourself safe.
One of the things I want to see Nintendo do in this new iteration of the Mario universe is do some licensing. And I would love to see them hook up with SpongeBob SquarePants and have all of those characters as choosable characters. Would that be great? I mean, Fortnite does it really well. Why can't Nintendo get involved in some of this stuff?
Yeah, you don't even know who SpongeBob is. You don't even know who SpongeBob is. And there's going to be a 1-point difference between Little Bit Psycho and JJ Bros. So there's a lot on the line here for this final race. You got to be able to lock in and just close out all the other distractions. And going into the 2nd lap, we got Yezi in 4th place, got those triple bananas and a star. But are they going to be the star they're looking for in the sky here today? Ghost comes out, sees it, grabs their item, but they're able to grab another one. JJ Bros in 1st. But you know what ruins 1st place runs? Are blue shells, and that's what we're waiting for right now. Currently, JJ Bros in 1st place, grabs one more item. We'll see if that's going to be anything special for themselves. They got to just keep driving, and I called it into existence, and it might be the end of their race, because they only needed 2 more rows, and they're going to get started. Save them at the end. Will it be enough points, though? Immortal popping a mushroom, popping 2, grabbing a 1st. No! Yes, they do! Grab the final 1st place of this semifinals. Emery in 2nd, B Minutes in 3rd.
So that will put Emery in charge of this semifinal numero uno. And I believe, look at that, Immortal. Well,
man.
It's either Immortal or it's Emery in 1st and 2nd place. JJ Bros, you're looking good in the hood.
No.
Don't you worry about it. But that was a terrible turn of events.
It was.
I mean, that just went topsy-turvy.
I'll take credit.
All right. You know what? You better mop up this mess, because you started with all your nonsense over there.
Oh,
As
man.
we look in on the stage right now, we've got some people in pure shock.
Pure frustration.
Yeah, it's
all
frustration.
these hours,
Yeah.
all of this time, you got to think about what went wrong and really run it back in your head and saying, hey, I could do this better, I could do this better, because I always live and die by it. 70% skill, 30% luck. Whether it be good or bad, you decide on how you make it be.
Yeah, it's up to you. Although the game will dictate in the last lap. Last lap, no matter what, anything goes in the last lap. This game will just literally throw that kitchen sink at you that I need you to work on for a DLC. I want Nintendo to be more inclusive. I want them to allow more people into what they do and bring more of the rest of the universe around us into the Nintendo universe. But you know what? Let's find out who's moving on, and let's take a look at those scores.
Where's this owl at? We got this semi-1 standings. We got Emery in first place with 65 points. Immortal in second with 61 points. Ankles in third with 57 points, tying with Yezi there with 57 as well. Jaguars with 56 and a drop-off. And Sloppy Gunner was the one to absolutely shoot their way through and round us out on our top 6 racers for grand finals. JJ Bros in 7th with 40 points, 6 points behind. B Minutes in 8th with 33. Little Bit Psycho in 9th with 33 as well. Z-Dubs in 10th. Super Kitty Witty in 11th. And Gary in 12th place. Really great work from these competitors. If you made it into the semifinals, you still got to give yourself a pat on the back and try again next week. We have another tournament. Learn these tracks. Get a little better at it. And we hope to see you back next week.
Yeah, you know what? The competitors that come here each week, they stay consistent within the community, and you see them doing it better and better and better. Just like Little Bit Psycho gets a little bit better each and every time we see her out here, and we appreciate her coming out. Let's take a look at the racers for semis number 2.
We've got Zeki Cat, Zol, Ariel Postal, Super Dom, Knight, Zavgo, Kiro, Yanchan, McFries, Crafty's Cat, JMG, and Technic 14. That's going to be your next racers already on the stage, getting ready to go. And it's looking like potentially some racers didn't stick around like I told them to do. Potentially, hopefully they're still in the house. But right now, we're looking at a lot of empty seats.
That's not good. What you gonna do when Hulkamania runs wild on you? And apparently, they're just gonna go home.
Apparently, I told them to stick around. I told you that we don't know what scores these competitors will get, and they just gave up before they actually had the real opportunity, which is semifinals potentially. But we got Zeki Cat on the screen right now, looking amazing, looking fabulous, as they always do. I'm excited to see what they can do in this one.
Those brand new HyperX Arena headphones from HyperX. We love that. That's why they're the namesake. And this is indeed Ariel Postel right there. And we've got Super Dom.
Super Dom. Always love that shirt as well. Mario Kart since 92. I don't think that's true, but...
Hold on. What's that? Are you growing a mustache, young man? Are you trying to compete? Or do you want to get down with Mortal Mustache? Mortal Mustache! Dun, 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 dun. Are you getting involved? Yeah, I see it, brother. I see it.
There we go.
It's either that or you're like Jay-Z with a little bit of dirt on your lip. He said shoulder, you can just brush it off. And look at that, speaking about brushing it off, Knight, almost at the end of their rope. They are going to be moving on to bigger and better things, and we've loved the time that they've spent with us right here in the HyperX Arena. Only a few more weeks with us. Want to see you get a win and send you on your way in the right way, serving it up
Gary's way. And I hope they're able to also grab a first place finish in this tournament. And then we got Zol here, always looking fresh, always got the shades on. He's not getting blinded by the light here today because he's too prepared for whatever's going to be on that screen.
Yeah, he's the boss right now, like Bruce Springsteen, because those glasses say, I'm born in the USA. And speaking about jamming out right there, look at you getting down. You've been listening to your soundtrack all night long. I want to see the playlist. I want you to put the playlist up in Discord so we can all know the tunes that you've been jamming out to. What gets you in the mood to play Mario Kart? That's a great question. Chat, you know what? Do you listen to the game or do you listen to your own soundtrack? How do you play?
I actually listen to the game. I need that music. I like every single lap. It gets even faster. You know what? Every single track is actually played in that speed, in that tempo. So it's not like they just speed up the track. They're actually, these songs, they put a lot of time and effort into making them work for the track. So I like listening to the music though.
We were just looking at Kiro in their costume, and of course we have
Yanchan to go. Hopefully they're going to be able to make it by in this semis. It would be great to see them in grand finals as well. Really looking forward to seeing what they're bringing to the racetrack.
And Yanchan, just so you know, my happy place is an empty pint of Ben & Jerry's.
Is it though?
It is.
Ben and Jerry's?
Yeah. Yeah, it's called ice cream. You never had it before? You know, we'll talk about that later. Yeah, give us a wave, brother.
Hey!
How you doing over there?
Great to see him. Great to see him on stage.
I want to see the win over there. We're gonna call you swoosh for right now, and I want to see the win over there. Yo, I love it when everybody gets so excited to be on that stage, and you should too. If you want to get down here and experience the way the gameplay differs from being at home in the basement, yeah, it is super different being here under the lights. I like that look.
I know, right? Actually, kind of nice.
All right, we're gonna get to semifinals too. It's been a while since we've seen each other. Sorry. Sometimes we laugh at our own jokes. It happens. It happens.
I'm glad you saw that. But yeah, no, it's gonna be a really, really exciting semifinals. A lot of great racers down there, and a lot of racers that might have their time being ended very soon. It's really sad because I love Aeropostale from the bottom of my heart. But you can also watch them on Twitch. They always have Wacky Wednesdays. They race with their viewers every single week. Knight is going to be moving across potentially the country into another country. Who knows? He's still figuring it all out, but I really want to see him succeed. Yes. He's going to be there at MomoCon, potentially level up as well, which is next month. Mega Jake Heasy is going to be running those Mario Kart tournaments.
You know what? Maybe I'll see him. I was invited as a creator at DreamHack this year. They didn't invite me last year, but they invited me the year before, which is kind of funny because I'm like Grover Cleveland in there somewhere. I skipped a year, but we're back. They actually emailed me and they're like, yo, you want to come back and be a creator? And I was like, you're going to give me a microphone and a pager? And they're like, yeah, we got this. We're going to let you do what you do. So hopefully I'll see YOU over at DreamCon in Dallas next month in May. It is next month, right?
Yes, next month.
Good. Sometimes I don't know.
It's actually going on at the same time as MomoCon. So people were debating on which tournament they wanted to go to because DreamHack has their own tournament and then MomoCon has their own tournament.
MomoCon should have been part of DreamHack. We've got three majors happening at DreamHack this year as we check out which course we're going to play. And you know what?
Rosalina Ice
Tell
World,
us where we're going today.
Rosalina Ice World for the first track of the day, going into semifinals 2 number way. I'm excited. I mean, Rosalina's Ice World kind of hit or miss. I guess they never miss on this track, so I don't know. It's very hit or miss in my opinion.
Let's get ready to roll, baby! Semifinals number 2, race numero uno. As we check in on Knight, currently in 5th place, looking so good with that bad butt helmet. Yeah, it's right?
Bad Bowser helmet. Seeing Zol right in front of him with that red shell. Didn't trail it just yet.
Go for the alliteration. I didn't get there.
No, it's all right. It's all right. It's tough, right? So, alliteration, we talked about it. TFTI, what does it even mean? Right?
Who knows?
Hero here in 9th, gonna have that mushroom in hand. Looking at the front of the competitors, they're gonna be safe for the time being. Slows down to chain into another item box. 8th place, hitting those boost panels and gonna drift their way into the second lap here today. But what they got to do is not get trailed out. And they do. I called it number 1 right when I saw it. It's not a curse when it's right in front of you and you slam yourself into the banana.
Yeah, you know what? Bananas are full of potassium and full of disappointment, at least in this game, as Yan Chan pulls out the 3 greens. Remember, that once these greens hit those walls, they become trajectory projectiles, and they know where they're going. We think they become red shells. People have said not so much.
It's all in our head. But honestly, the more I play, I've kind of realized, it's just you going faster than the green shell, and you're just slamming yourself into it, which is kind of wild that all this time, I really actually did think it was a whole mechanic, but the mechanic we're seeing there is Aeropostale back at the competition who had triple greens, and they're going to be able to at least have a little bit of lead between themselves in 3rd place, throws the red shell forward, sees that first had no defense, and they're going to be able to front run for this final lap.
Zeki Cat looking at 3rd place, trying to get their Australian on with that boomerang, but nowhere to be found. They've got somebody behind them, and they're going to back that boomerang up. Break out the mushroom, drop that shroom, and now they're under the sea.
Under the sea. We're going to be above the sea in the next game, too, so it's going to be interesting if they're still going to incorporate underwater sections with the jet ski mechanic. But right now, the Aeropostale better be skating their way from this blue shell. It's chasing him down, and he's going to get hit, passed up, and dropped off the cliff. Super Dom grabs 1st place.
Let's go, Super Dom. Way to get it done. Finishing up in 2nd place is going to be Zavko. Give me a drum solo, Zavs. And 3rd place rounding us out, Zeki Gag in and done. That is the semifinals, number 2, race number 1 of 6.
Ziggy Cat grabbing that 3rd place finish on that very first race. Good start, good placement, and really unfortunate ending for Harry Apostle, though. Trying to just run away from that blue shell and just tried their best. And then bonk, bonk, wow.
Yeah,
off
you
the
can't
cliff.
run from some things, man. Trust me, I've been trying my entire life. But here we are, and what's funny about what just happened was it's race number 1. We've got 5 more races to go, and anyone can win. Now, luckily, we did see some of these pods fill up. So not everybody showed up, but not everybody went home
2
either.
people did not stick around. They didn't believe us. I said in the beginning of the show, I wouldn't lie to you. I would lie to him, not you. So just trust me next time. If you don't think you did that well, stick around, enjoy your time, grab some food, talk to Mike, and be able to have a great time. But right now we are going to Berlin Byway, I do believe, if I'm not blind.
Berlin Byway. I love the obligatory
blind.
aspect there. And you know what? We both wear glasses, but you can see, my friend. I know that. Here we are in the streets.
And now we're going to be seeing Ziggy Cat trying to drift their way up to 1st place here. Going to be able to at least get around these corners and work their way up the stairs and around the sleeping Wiggler. You don't want to wake them up because that's going to... Oh!
No,
what is that drift?
Oh my gosh! Hopes and dreams have been dashed and vanished right before our very eyes.
Air horn landing, hitting at least 3 competitors in their way. And then Zomgo having those mushrooms, taking that shortcut, almost gets trailed out here. Red shell, blue, and green shell right beside him, and he's gonna get trailed out. And they have to work their way up and gets redded right afterwards. Insult to injury. Yanchan's here in 6th. Sees the banana, bounces off the side of the wall and lands on them.
That was bad luck all the way. Look,
Wow.
I didn't know this was Six Flags that we were at, because this is a roller coaster of emotions right now. And it is bumper cars all the way.
It really is. But right now we got McFry's here in 8th place. Triple greens with the Luigi green. It doesn't get better than that, but the Wiggler's waking up and they're trying to cause some chaos on the racetrack. McFry's going through that item box. Got to get out of the middle of the road, because if you don't, you're getting slapped upside the head.
Yeah, you want to talk about trajectory. That just hit. And what a great move by 1st place Ariel Postel. That's the defensive move. That's using the air horn to get rid of that blue shell, not giving that blue shell any mind.
No mind to be had there when the air horn is in the air. Ariel Postel in 1st place. Has a little bit of a lead between 1st and 2nd place. Zola's here in 4th. Sees the triple reds in front of them, so they slow down. Great move there to just try and keep your spot. It's better to slow down than slam your face into some triple greens. Goes for the triple green snipe, but that competitor pops the star, and they're going to be able to dodge. Super Dom's in 2nd, but will they be able to drift fast enough, as that star is right behind them, and they are going to go right into that 1st item box. Super Dom here in 4th, going to be able to pop those shrooms. Zol right beside him in 3rd, popping those fire flowers backwards. Aero Postel still in 1st place with a little bit of a lead. They're going to take this last turn and grab a 1st place finish for themselves.
And I think they held on to that banana to boot, by the way. And Super Dom coming in 3rd place, and Zovgo coming in 2nd. Zovgo's really showing up here in this semifinal, looking good, and we like to see that. I love it when you have the bots on there. One bot just said wife. The other bot, I mean, I know that's one of the characters, but really, Nintendo, wife?
Wife? That might be one of the profiles. Who knows?
Look at the look on Kiro's face. That is a look of disappointment. I would go down there and give you a hug consensually. Of course, we'll have to sign a waiver, but you look like you need one right now. And by the way, you always look great. I love the fact that you come in costume, or hey, maybe you wear that every day. Do you have more of those at home that we don't know about, like different colors?
Yesterday we actually referenced Kiro because one of the Fortnite skins actually looked like the red and black jacket that they had. They're gonna hate that because they hate Fortnite, but it was actually really cute and a wholesome moment. We're like, that looks exactly like Kiro's outfit. That's actually really cool.
Hey, you gotta love it when you're not at the HyperX Arena and you're getting called out by name at the HyperX Arena on stream. I mean, what's not to love about that? That means you have a community and you've made your home here, and we appreciate YOU.
And they better get comfortable because they have a lot more races to go. So
Yes.
don't count yourself out just yet.
Don't do
Especially
it.
going on to Mushroom Gorge. We're going to be seeing the better gap jump than
Yes.
DK Summit going forward here. We got Zol on the screen, dropping down, and just got to do a little bit of a bagging. Got to put it in the plastic bag so that you can recycle it afterwards. But we'll see if it's going to work out for them and not destroy the planet.
And if you're new to the Super Mario Kart and we keep using the word bagging and you're not understanding what we're saying, it's just think of it as backing. You're going back, you're slowing down, you're grabbing items, you're grabbing coins, and trying to stack up your item list before you move on. And usually you do that in a track that is not a front-running track. There you go, that's your lesson. And Knight has learned a lesson as they fall off the map. Nowhere to go but down.
Yeah, I saw it from a mile away, and Kiro actually having such a terrible time right now, missing the gap jump, got Lakitu to save him, and right when Lakitu dropped him on the track, the shock happened. A double disaster coming out for Kiro here, but has a crazy 8. Will they be able to make a crazy play, making this stuff work? Goes for that single item box, and Zavgo here in third, and they're going to be able to take that counter off and land it beautifully. That's something you've got to learn for this track in particular, because you got to bounce on the right spots on those mushrooms, or you're going to have a bad time.
Yeah, there is a bit of rhythm to this game, and chat getting behind Ariel Postal right now as well. Everybody wants to send them off with some good feelings, or feels as the kids might say. As we check in on them, and they're in 5th place with 2 green shells, so their name falls back to 7th. All the way back to 7th. They grab that, and now they've got triple mushrooms.
We'll see if they'll be able to survive. We saw some triple greens right behind them. Shot comes down. Aeropulse is going to lose their mushrooms, but there is someone in the bullet bill that just escaped, and they might be able to take it. And Zol's going for the glider section. Will they go for the jump? They don't. They're going for the off-road, and going off-road off the cliff. That's not the right gap jump spot. Zol and Superdome grabs first place.
Superdome grabbing first place. Ariel Postal coming in 2nd, and rounding out 3rd place, Kiro. Still not looking happy with their 3rd place, though. Player 5, Vonnie, came in 4th, by the way.
Player 5. Vonnie's here.
Vonnie's in the house.
Oh my gosh.
Who knows?
So silly.
Yeah,
Those
fair.
Mii's have like the different names, so if you pick the
Right.
Mii character, you know, it's
No, I know why it happened, but it's
Yes,
still
yeah,
humorous,
it is,
at
it
least
is,
for me.
it is.
If you don't know the joke, then you haven't been following along long enough. And you know what you can do if you're seeing some of this and you're going, hey, this is entertaining and I love it. Well, you need to check out our videos on demand, or VOD if you're into the whole brevity thing. You can do that by going to
Switch.tv.
Switch.tv. No, Twitch.tv /Allied Esports. You can also check out.
Don't search up Switch.tv.
No, don't. Oh, yeah, don't do that.
We got the one, the only Logan. Really, Logan, I gotta ask you a question. What is one part of Mario Kart World that I've described so far that you're excited for most?
All right, what I'm excited for most?
Yes, so far.
The open world, that's about it.
That's fair.
I want side games. I want to see if they bring a Mario Party element into the world. And because you have to travel from map to map, I hope that there are side games and Easter eggs and ways to interact with characters outside of just the racing.
That would be great.
Well, that's what they did with Mortal Kombat when they did the open world game. So let's see if they take a little peg from them and throw it into the squared circle and see if they can't get it done. They're going to mash that peg to make it fit, but I hope they do. As JMG, currently in 7th place, gets tagged with that red. Oh,
but has the boost panels to bring them back up into the running. And now taking this glider section, they got to get back on track. Another red coming their way, but has the double item box. Hopefully they'll grab something. Blue Shell just going to toss it out to grab that gold mushroom and start going on to the off-road. Don't go into the lake, though. You don't got the jet skis just yet. They're going to be going into the 2nd lap on Royal Raceway. Try to take this turn, but goes a little bit too off-center. As now we got McFry's on the screen. Got those triple mushrooms going around these corners. They got to be careful. That's a bot. So if you don't see a name above the character, you're going to know that they're a bot, and they're going to be kind of unpredictable as they just ran into a banana. But McFry's trying to get away from the star. Sees the bomb, sees the red, and they get hit. 3 players for 1 bomb special.
Well, there was a bullet bill coming up the middle, so if you were on the right side, then you were on the right side. If you were on the left, you got hit by a bomb. Boom goes the dynamite. But if you were in the center, you got hit by a bullet bill. Pick your poison as we check in on Superdome 64 in 6th place with 2 mushrooms to their name. And everybody is taking the grass. By the way, no one is getting paid to mow the lawn. You need to stay on the screen today, all right?
You got to do it. Ziki Cat on the screen right now in 4th place. Going to now jump through that item box. Doesn't chain in it. Beat by Bonnie. It's going to be Knight trailing Ziki Cat out. And this is the final lap of this track. Triple greens. Fire Flower dodging it all, but the red shell has a heat-seeking missile mechanic, and you can't dodge that one. Aeropostale in 1st place. Doesn't really have any struggles going on right now. They've got it locked in the bag. They don't. Pops the air horn, and they're going to grab 2nd. Kiro in 1st.
Kiro getting it done. Aeropostale coming in 2nd place. And
What?
in 3rd place, Zavko.
Can we get a replay?
Yeah.
Was Kiro the one that threw the bomb? That's crazy. That's crazy. That is wild. I really wish they clipped that, but Kiro right now, they were popping off and they're happy about grabbing that 1st place finish. That frown got turned upside down real fast in a turn of 2 races. That's why I always say don't count yourself out just yet. But that bomb, I will take credit once again. He added air horn and a green shell, but then the bomb lands from a mile away, pops the air horn, tries to stop 2nd and 3rd place, but unfortunately, Kiro had it in the bag, goes right around the air horn and grabs the 1st place finish. What an ending!
And I have not seen Kiro that animated in a hot minute. I mean, that was just great to see. You love to see the outpouring of emotion because people feel it. You know how you feel it at home? Well, it is exponentially larger over here. All the feels, from the lights to the crowd to just being in the arena with everybody that's been here, from Ninja to Tim the Tatman to Pidgey and I. We've all been here, walked through the hollowed halls of the HyperX Arena, although Tim the Tatman might be better well known in Summit Ninja. But we're still here, and where are we going next, my friend?
Donut Plains 3!
Where in the world, Carmen, San Diego, are we going? Let's grab ourselves a donut, America's favorite food.
I love it. Pop'ems, Entenmann's, sponsor us, please.
Entenmann's.
I love it.
They
I
still
will
make
live
Entenmann's?
it. Yes! Have you never been in a grocery store before, Logan?
No, I have my groceries delivered.
Oh, wow. Isn't this guy fancy?
Fancy.
Wow.
Yeah,
Living in the 21st
you know it's
century,
like
are you?
$4 extra. All right.
Yeah, I ain't trying to do that. I can get a chicken sandwich for $4, Logan.
Yes, you can. As Kiro's trying to get some chicken dinner, or winter chicken dinner. Yeah, maybe a little bit backwards on that one.
And he's going a little bit backwards as you see him get spun out. Saw the banana right in front of him. You can't do that, but got that forward momentum still. Probably worked out for him even better. Now they're going to be in 1st place, and they got to front run, grab some coins, and do what they can right now. Zika Cat in 8th, and they're not going back to back right now. They're just stuck in the back of the pack. They haven't had a great semifinal showing just yet. That green shell was on the way. I thought it was going to land, but he misses an item box. Doesn't get the double. They're going to be here in 5th.
Well, he had a mushroom. He could have went through that grassy knoll area and used that shortcut because they had a mushroom. But instead, they stayed on the street, and this is what happened. And it's a dirt track, but it's still street. As Yanchan, we check in on them in 8th place with 2 green shells.
2 green shells, throwing one forward, misses it.
Gonna hit them.
But able to get around that corner before it does come back to sender, as they're going to now have the boomerang in hand in 10th place. Throws it forward, hits the bot there. But I would have just chained that boomerang for another item, especially going into this 3rd lap. You need something to bring you back to the front of the pack. But Super Dom pops the ghost too soon. Doesn't get the invincibility, but right now taking those drifts beautifully. Ziki Cat works their way up to the front and grabs a 1st place finish.
Work it, getting it done. Aeropostale coming in 2nd place. And our top 3, Zavko getting it done. Always staying on the podium all semifinal 2 long. I believe Zavko has been on the podium.
They have, honestly, very consistent racing overall from Zavko tonight. They've really taken the time, practiced the game, and they've been in such a good spot track after track after track. We'll see if it holds up for this final track of semifinals number 2.
After this, we're going to know who is secured.
There's the owl again.
Going to the grand finals for a little bit of that money. Money, because everybody gets a piece of the pie when they make it to the grand finals. So you got to finish in the top 6.
What kind of pie?
They're grand.
Oh, that's the best kind.
It is the best kind. That's when I'm at the coffee shop, I ask for a grande.
Because you're Ariana?
Grande?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what? I do look pretty tan today, don't I? But my ponytail is not as tight. I don't think I have enough hair for a ponytail anymore.
You could.
Uh,
If you tried.
Well, you know what? Maybe next time. I grow a great mustache, but I'm not sure on the ponytail. As we get here, we're checking in on JMG. Currently in 9th place. Race number 6, like my pal said, it's semifinals number 2. We're almost over and done.
And there we have 2 competitors, Zol and Knight, both trying to compete and get into the grand finals. 1 point apiece. They got to place well in this final race or they're not moving forward and they're not making any money, especially for someone like Knight. There's a lot on the line and they really want to make an impact before they leave and don't go to any more speedways. Kira right now boosting up to 2nd place. We're on Sky Garden, and this is like Logan's hairline. It only gets worse with time.
Wow, that's really funny. You have such a nice club. I'm bringing the Clippers back next time as we check in on Knight right now. Getting El Fuego and falling off the map. Currently in 6th place, 7th place, bagging those fireballs and now has some shrooms to get themselves back into the beanstalk, as this reminds me of Jack.
And you're seeing that 1st place racer already having a huge lead. That's why Knight's grabbing that star and a golden mushroom in 7th place. Now Zol has that fire flower land, snipes him out, throws the boomerang forward at nobody. There's Ghost in front of his screen. Don't know what he was aiming for, but now goes through the double item box, grabs the green shell, sees the star right behind them. They go wide. Beautiful awareness, using that back camera and why it's so important. Blue shell on the way. Both of them going out of the middle of the track. Zol got triple shrooms, but they have a red. Zeke Cat got a 1st place finish once again. Doesn't even need to sweat about that blue shell. And McFries in 2nd. Aerial Apostle in 3rd. What happened?
Well, you know what? What happened was is they finished in 3rd.
Thank you. I was so confused about what just happened.
Were you confused?
Yes.
Yeah, it happens all the time. Look, that's the end of the semis. We're going to find out who's moving on in just a moment.
And what you can do while you wait for the next round, grab yourself a soda, $5, unlimited refills, or grab yourself some food and beverages while we get those scores tallied. Get into the grand finals so that you're well fed, have energy, because now with grand finals, we have 8 races to determine who's going home with $200 and then scaling down from there.
And they don't have to go home. They can take their $200 and go to the hometown buffet and make like a Kardashian and make it rain all day. But we'll see what's gonna happen.
Why would you bring up buffets? They're all closing, man. Even Luxor, what are y'all doing? Closing your buffet.
Don't hurt my friend.
You are. I love all you can eat. When I go out to Seattle and where my brother is, there's no all you can eat. I can't live there.
Wait till I introduce you to Korean barbecue, my friend. Korean barbecue
it's
and sushi
amazing.
is all you can eat, and they're not going anywhere.
Yeah, well, if you go to Seattle, they went somewhere out.
Well, you know what? It's a good thing we live in Vegas.
That is true. That's all I'm saying. But I'm really excited to see who's going to be able to make it and round out our top 12 competitors. Remember, top 6.
Yep,
1
top
point
6.
difference between Zol and Knight.
So close. Too close to call.
Who are you calling?
It's Zol.
I
want to see Zol.
Oh, what are you talking about?
Well, come on.
What? Come on, what?
Always with the shades.
Yeah, he'll throw shade your way, too. What are you talking about?
This guy over here thinks it's funny.
I am looking, but really, if we see what we have on the scoreboard with that 1 point difference, you really only need to combat and get, if they get 8th, you need to get 7th. If they get 9th, you gotta get 8th.
Yeah.
And really, I'm curious to see how it all rounded out, and we'll have those scores updated momentarily. And with that new scoreboard in World, I don't even know how that's gonna work in terms of how these scores are gonna go.
There could be a lot of ties. Tie me up with your ties, Ty. That could be a thing that could happen because everything's divisible by 5. There's gonna be a lot of 0s and a lot of 5s. You know what there won't be? A lot of 2s.
That is true.
True? I don't know.
It possibly could be, but what it is the scores from that semifinals.
go.
Who's our next top 6, Logan? Who is it?
We've got Ariel Bostel coming in at 70 points. Super Dom 64 coming in with 64 points. Ziki Cat with 57. Zonko with 55. Kiro 51.
Ooh.
And rounded out that top 6. I called it. I said it. It's Zool.
Wow.
Too cool for school. But McFry's right behind. 6 points behind. In fact, finishing with 40 points. Knight. Unfortunately, their night is over with 39 points. Yan Chan with 26 points. JMG in the place to be, 11 points. And Crafty's Cat had to go to bed. They're crafty. They know all the moves, but they had to go home before we started playing the grooves.
Shame.
Technic?
Shame.
Shame on you.
Shame.
Shame.
Ring the bell. Shame. But still really great work there overall from these competitors. Got to shout out McFries, who actually put up a very good performance here today.
I was proud
Actually, 40 points, beating out the likes of Knight and others. Really beautiful work. But we have the grand finals, Logan. Our top 12 competitors who are now in the money, fighting for the money. We've got Emery, Ariel Postel, Immortal, Superdome, Ankles, Ziki Cat, Yezi, Zavgo, Jaguars, Kiro, Sloppy Gunner, and Zol, rounding out our top 12 competitors who's going to be throwing their fists, throwing their green shells, and tossing up blues, trying to figure out who's going home with that $700 prize pool.
Yeah, it's going to be a race to the finish, literally and figuratively, here at the HyperX Arena. And you know what? We've got the grand finals, the moneymaker that you're going to shake. And we'll be back in 2 minutes. Don't go anywhere. Actually, go to the bathroom and go to the kitchen and come on back. We'll be back in just a hot second.
Right here.
We'll see you right here.
Right here. We've got the grand finals lined up for y'all. 8 races of non-stop Mario Kart green, reds, blues, shocks. Oh my, we're getting ready for an amazing grand finals. Remember, $700 on the line every single week, and we are here to see who's bringing home that first place prize and who's bringing home the tears at home whenever we see how they get last over and over and over and over and over again. I can't wait to see whoever gets 24th place once Mario Kart World comes out.
Well, I gotta tell you, I hope you are buckled up and sitting down because this is gonna be legend, and I hope you're not lactose intolerant because it's full of some dairy, baby. It's gonna go down. Oh man, this is the excitement. This is the moment you have been waiting for. This is the time you can feel it in the air. It's like me and Gene Okerlund used to say, the electricity in the air, you can cut it with a knife. It's palpable. It is here in the arena, and the fever is everywhere. Just like we were at WKRP in Cincinnati, and my name was Johnny Fever. We're about to get down, and we're gonna put that Mario Kart pedal to the metal. So it's time for you to pull your Mario Kart boots up by the straps and get back in there to fight for your part of that $700 prize pool.
I am excited to see who's going to be crowned today. I mean, we have so many talented racers here that are all trying to duke it out on these racetracks and try and afford that $450 Switch 2. You know this money is going to that pre-order, and hopefully whoever needs it gonna grabs it, because you've got that $500 combination with the Mario Kart World. So there's a lot of money to try and be had and try to consume, because there's a lot to afford, especially when we're going to be paying $80 per game and trying to figure out, hey, what way do we do it? By doing it here, giving you money and making it happen. Here are your grand finalists walking down the HyperX Hype Tunnel. We've got Emery, we've got Ariel Apostle, Immortal, Super Dom, Ankles, Yezi, Ziki Cat, Zovgo, Jaguars, Kiro, and then we're looking at Zol and the world champion, not yet, Zombie Gunner.
Yo, it's spinning. Man, that's like, are they 22s? No, they're 20s, but I keep them clean. But that's spinning. It's like John Cena just entered the house, but you can't see him. Oh, it's about to get a little crazy. Look, coming up, we've got WrestleMania is coming to town. So you know what? Let's get a little bit crazy. Throw somebody into a headlock. Maybe throw down a DDT. Whew, it's about to get crazy.
Crazy indeed, and I do believe the two tracks we heard was Mushroom Gorge and Daisy Circuit being banned. Because if you didn't know, the semifinalists who got first place, both of them will be able to ban a track, and that's what they put forward there today. They don't want to see no Daisy. They want to just see the Peaches and try and figure out where they want to go next for these next 8 tracks.
Well,
but you can't pick 2 of those.
You can't pick 2. You can only pick 1. But you know what? One of these people will be going home with $200 to make you hollow. They get paid to do the wild thing right here and play some Mario Kart. But you know what? Here's the deal.
Deal or no deal.
Anybody can win. Anybody can win.
Can they?
Oh, yes, I truly believe that. And if you make it to the grand finals, no.
Yeah.
If you make it to the grand finals, look, I gotta say, I'm thinking you gotta take it away from Emery. You got to make her give it up. Yeah, she's looking back. She's like, oh, why are you talking about me? Take my name out your mouth.
Whoa, that's a little messed up right there. Not ruined for Emery. I always thought you were number 1 Emery.
I just said you got to take it from. No.
Yeah.
It's the other competitor's job to take it from.
You're rooting for the other competitors. That's what I'm hearing. Are you hearing other words?
What I said.
Yes, it is.
All right. Hi, Immortal. Thank you for the wave. You are an MVP.
Mickey Mouse.
We believe in you.
Boo.
Oh, boo.
Yeah, no one likes Disney anymore. It's true.
Yeah.
Super Dom looking fresh. Got that Kirby on the stage as well as the Super Mario Kart 92. Always looking amazing. And then going down to Ankles here. Are they going to be rolling with the Bone Rattler is the question.
That is a question.
I am curious. I wouldn't doubt it. And then Zeke Cat right there going down to Yezi, the only Speedway number 200 champion. Ooh. So they have a little bit of skills under their belt, and that belt's the World Championship the belt of Speedway 200.
And it's a spinner. And we've got Zavgo still listening to their tracks, getting it done. I love that. How when they line up outside, everybody's there talking to each other. Zavgo locked in, got the phone out, not texting, not doing anything, just getting locked in, listening to their music. Who knows? They could be listening to a podcast for all we know.
And then we got Kiro also trying to see what they're trying to figure out. What are they looking at right now? You should have rolled the 50-50. Oh, we're doing some Pokemon.
Open the pack
TCG mini combination.
Open it up.
Pokemon
Show it to us.
NFT edition. Let's see. Are we going to get the full art? We've got the Tentacruel. I can't see. All right. Well, nothing. White screen.
Good.
Nothing good. It's never anything good. It's just wake up, open 2 packs, and pain. That's what that game is. And then I'm getting hypnotized. Oh.
I'm not playing that game with
Yes, you are.
No.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, it is John Cena.
Oh!
I said somebody walked.
Why weren't you here at Friday Frags? Where's the John Cena skin at, bro?
I can't see it. That's why I'm not playing along. I'm just saying, John Cena needs to hit, before he gets to WrestleMania, he needs to hit a tanning booth or 2, okay?
No, he doesn't.
Yes, he does. He needs to hit a tanning
boys
booth.
unite, man.
Also, did you know in the new game, WWE 2025, he's got the bald spot? They put his bald spot into the game. If I was John Cena, even though it's the truth, I'd be super unhappy with that.
Yeah, no, and you know what? Attention to detail. That's what you're getting with those new price tags. We are getting ready. We are getting started. First track randomizer pick is going to be Water Park.
Yeah,
just in time for the summer 90-degree season.
Yeah, I mean, it's only been 90 degrees. We're in spring, right? No.
Yeah,
this
spring
is Vegas,
in the charts
baby.
up in the thermometer.
They don't call it Death Valley for a reason. We skip over spring, go straight to summer.
Yes,
it's hot.
But next week, hopefully, is going to be a little bit cooler.
It's going to be a little bit cooler next
week. I don't want winter to go away, but what's not going away, 8 more races.
Let's go.
Starting it out on Zol right here. They're going to be in 10th place, and Water Park is going to be the place you're going to be in the next few months. And we're going to be seeing them with the mushroom in hand, jumping off the ramp and working up to 9th.
Yeah, it's a water park, but you can't actually go on a water slide. But you can go under the sea like we just saw Tekken get there. And Yanchan taking over, jumping a few spots and kicking back a few. It's a teeter-totter race for 6th and 7th place.
It's going to be Zongo throwing that red shell forward, landing it, but shoves their face right into the triple greens, and that's going to be a star slamming right into them. They're going to back up and zoom right into these item boxes. We're going to be seeing that bomb land over there, but this is a track that's very difficult to bag. It's a front runner's paradise, and Jackie Ward going to pop that star, sees the bullet bill, and getting around these corners a little bit easier.
Oh, man, I forgot they had the star pop. I was like, you're going to run right into that bullet bill. Please, no. All right, they're using the golden mushroom to give themselves the regular shrooms. They totally spam the regular shrooms. I don't know what Jack was thinking about that. They know better than that as we check in on our Mortal right now, currently in 5th place, holding on to 1 shroom for dear life.
We'll see what they can do with this 1 shroom in a dream. Going to be able to go into this final lap of Water Park, drifting their way downtown. Water Park sees the red shell in their hand. We're going to be seeing Yezi now. Shocked, had the fire flower, no dodge, anybody, and they're going to be here in 3rd place. Top 3 still trying to run away with it, but goes for that double item box. Is it going to give them what they need to succeed? 1 mushroom for that shortcut coming up in some boomerangs. That's all you really need for this track. Let's see if they're going to be able to close this gap.
All right, we check in on Era Post out currently in 4th place with 3. Well, they had 3 bananas. Now they only have 1. It's like a math question that you had in elementary school. And now they've got none, but they finished in 3rd place. Ziki Cat finishing in 1st, and 2nd place is Yezi.
Beautiful work there. Immortal in last, and then we're seeing Super Dom there as well. Wow, not a great start for Immortal, getting kind of a little bit carded on Water Park, and like I said, it's really tough to catch back up on that track. Not many shortcuts. You got to just have good lines and really work your way up. But like you were saying with the bullet bill, being scared of getting hit by it, Mario Kart World, they're changing it also. With the momentum, you're only, if you're not like directly in front of it, if you bump the side of the bullet bill, you just get tilted over onto your 2 wheels. You don't get spun out as easy as it is in this game.
So everything you keep telling me about this new game, I don't like.
Why not?
It's
better.
No.
Yeah, it's better for you because then you won't get stuck in last all the time.
Yeah, well, you know what? It's not better for the game overall. It might be better for me because I'm terrible with a capital T. I'm worse than Charles Barkley's golf swing at this game. But the deal is, like, why are they making everything so easy?
Because there's 24 racers now. You got to be able to front one, which is actually a better thing because they're kind of trying to eliminate bagging in a sense.
We're going to need a bigger stage.
Yeah, and more pods.
Here we go.
We'll see Sloppy Gunner here. Gonna just be able to bag. It's Ribbon Road, which most definitely was one of Ankle's track picks, if I could guess. But we're on the second race, and really Ribbon Road, we know it, we love it. Best shortcuts in the game, in my opinion.
Absolutely best shortcuts in the game because there's two skill-based shortcuts, and then the third one is a definitive shortcut that can change the last corner of this game. We're coming up to this first shortcut right here, and yes, indeed, Super Dom's going to take it. Now, here's the second shortcut. You've got to really play it, and Super Dom's got the skills to pay the bills, and they're in the air waving their hands like they just don't care.
We got Aerial Postal switching it right over, got those triple mushrooms going around this shortcut. Beautiful work there. They've got a lot of distance to make up to get into first place and a lot of coins to grab, but they're going to be able to grab them on the floor right there. Goes right around, a bomb lands. That's going to hit one competitor, and Jaguar is also going for the bagging route, and they're going to be able to bag a little bit of Thor's love, and almost, okay, I try to predict it. Thunder!
Love and Thunder. I knew where you were going. You should have just waited for a second. You know what? I'm sure the viewers could have used a moment of respite before that wonderful reference you were trying to make.
You know what? They're probably already sick of us after 3 hours of us yapping. Don't get me wrong, but it's just getting started. Zol has a mushroom, sees the fire flower, gonna wait to use that shroom. Beautiful awareness, being able to just slow it down a little bit, and now they're gonna be there. Sees the triple banana, so they're gonna use that shroom. Gets item screen, bomb gets thrown, misses every single person and the barnyard. You didn't need a bazooka to try and land that one. Sees the triple banana, is going to be able to avoid that too. 8th place, 7th place. Slows down so that they're able to confirm that double item box. Immortal in second. They need a good finish after getting last in the last race.
Yes, they need a good finish, A, because they needed points wise, but B, for their ego and and just to let them know that they can get back into it. This is the time to pull up your Mario Kart bootstraps and get back in it. Because you got to be in it to win it. Emery is winning it. First place goes to her. Ankles takes second, and Immortal takes third. Like I said, it's up to the competitors to take this win away from Emery. She is one of the most consistent players that we've ever had here in the HyperX arena, and she continues to show up and show out and show everybody why she's always in the top 3 competitors in the entire rankings in the arena.
Yeah, and she's even a top-tier lounge player.
Yep.
She has actually gone from one of the more for fun players when she first started in this game, and now has become a threat, a force in the worldwide scene in this game, in the 6v6 scene and everything else. She has actually grown so much from when she first started playing this game, and it's actually such a great story to say, hey, you know what, you can start as a for fun player and still then, you know what, take it seriously and learn these tracks, take your time and practice, and you're going to be able to do that here today and see all of these stories come to life.
Well, I was going to say, look, if it wasn't for local music, there would be no music. So everybody has to start somewhere.
Exactly.
As we check out, let's go Excite Bike, baby. Come on, give me some love again. I love that map so very much, but we're not going there.
No, we are not. We're going right back, repick Central. We are going to Madrid Drive again. But Madrid Drive's not bad at all. You know what? It's fun. You see the Wiggler. You got the soccer field, you know?
Yo, that is one of the coolest spots in this entire game. That soccer field is dope, capital D. Yo, send it home, because I love that part of this map. As we check in on Kiro, sitting pretty and ready to get it done. We start race number 3 of 8. This is the grand finals. This is for all the marbles that the kids don't play with, all the chicken nuggets, and we'll even throw in a case of Mountain Dew Code Red. Not really.
Okay, I was about to say, hey, sign me up right now because I want some Mountain Dew in my system. And these competitors are going to need it to get back up to the front of the pack like Kiro, who's going to go back. But if you go back into the item boxes, you don't get those stronger items. No. Ankles is going to be here at 7th, gets bumped to the side here. Piranha Plant says, going to be able to chomp him out and bring him down to 10.
Aerial Postal in 8th place, holding on to that red. Gonna let it pop drop. No, they were just being funny. All right. Sure, fair enough. Now, if you're just rolling with this red, I keep it behind me the entire time.
But sometimes you want to hold on to it and just wait for those moments like that where you know that these competitors are going to chain their items. You're going to be able to punish them for not having defense. So being a little bit more patient with it and holding it in your hand, so a moment like a ghost or something else happens, you're able to have that be taken. Or if you have it behind you, maybe someone will trail it and then you lose your triple shrooms instead. So it's a little bit of a patience game when you don't always want to trail your item. So that's why Mario Kart World is going to be perfect for you, Logan.
I'm going to love it. Just a little patience like Guns N' Roses said, and I'm going to get a little bit of that as we check in on Angles, trying to get back from 12th place all the way up until first. They're halfway there. Got to give them some love on that, and they are holding on to that golden shroom, which of course you can spam away. Ziggy Cat sitting in first place has that banana. Yes, it's good for potassium, and they're going to hold it as a great for defense as well.
We'll see what Ziggy Cat can do. Going to have the ink on their face, makes it a little bit slippier to drive, but they're going to be going through this soccer field as we're going to be seeing Ziggy Cat going around these corners, not getting hit. There's a little bit of blue lock action happening, but they're going to be able to zone in and lock in and activate their own ego. Immortal is grabbing first place on race number 3.
That's how you get it done. Ziggy Cat coming in second place, and rounding out 3, we got Yezzy. I think I have a pair of his sneakers at home.
Do you?
No.
I didn't think so. I'm not ever paying $300 for some sneakers unless they have massage chairs inside of the shoes. I ain't ever paying.
That's on the cheap side. Some of them are like $1,200, bro.
Do they walk for me?
Yeah, they actually do all the work for you.
I hope so.
Yeah.
For $1,200.
They put your kids through school, and
you know what you're not doing?
You know what? I'm not going to make any more Kanye jokes because we're going to get stuck in a very, very weird place. Just like no one is actually using Donkey Kong Jr. right now. I haven't seen Donkey Kong Jr. as a character. That's right. It's not called the other thing anymore. It's Donkey Kong Jr. again. Now, do we know if in the new iteration of this Nintendo Mario Kart World game, if they've changed it back to Donkey Kong Jr.?
Well, he hasn't even been shown in either one of the games yet, so I think Donkey Kong might have sold him off to afford the Switch too, potentially. So I don't know, but we haven't seen him in Donkey Kong Bonanza, and we haven't seen them in Mario Kart World just yet. And the fact that they don't have all the DLC characters in the game, which they might, we have the direct. We have the direct on the 17th, so we're still optimistic on who else they're going to introduce. But you can't dodge TM. We're going to Twisted Mansion.
And Jack Juarez gets caught up in the mix at the front gates. No one to let him in. They've got that mushroom. They're going to hit the shortcut right here. This shortcut is very, very good. I enjoy it because it doesn't take much. It's a no-item shortcut, and it puts you to the head of the pack. Currently in 7th place, still holding on to that shroom. Making it in 6th place. They've got those roller tires, and they're using them to their advantage.
We'll see how Jack Juarez will utilize these two shrooms. They're not chaining for that double item box. Emery's going to go back-to-back on this track. It is very much a soft bagging track, so you're able to grab some power items, go through this off-road right at the end of this track, and get up into the front of the pack and grab those 10 points. But what they're trying to do is survive, but unfortunately going to lose 3 more points. But then they have to just work up to 10 and then go from there. Take your time and pace yourself whenever you're bagging and trying to figure that out. Aeropostale here in 7th pops that item shortcut. Aeropostale getting boomerang though, and they have a fire flower in hand. Triple bananas to the right.
Yeah, triple bananas to the right. What a nice move by Aeropostale. They did not have a lot of real estate, but they were able to take that tight turn and keep it tight. We check in on Zongo in 8th place. You know what? Some of our favorite players are having a hard time on this particular race as we go to the upper echelon of the mansion. You gotta have a mushroom to get through that grass area. But it is so very important to hold on to that mushroom because if you do go through that grass area, it's a shortcut, kids, and guess what? It's shorter than going the other way.
It is, and if you can use it, use it. And you gotta know where they are. Right. If you don't, someone else will, and they're gonna take your spot away. Jack Juarez goes for the mushroom dodge and lands it. Beautiful move there, and now they're gonna be able to drift their way onto the top path with that boomerang. boomerang, and they're actually going to have a great opportunity. But second place, right behind him, goes into that straightaway, backs the boomerang. Beautiful work there. Has one more throw, and he doesn't back it. He grabs first place, Yezi in second.
And third place goes to Sloppy Gunner with a spinner chicken dinner winner over there. Man, yo, Jackie Juarez there using that boomerang backing. You know, like Crocodile Dundee, just getting it done. I love a good boomerang. Have you ever tried to use one in real life? Super difficult. Don't do it. They come back and cut your forehead. They're not as much fun. Use a Nerf one if you have to. Look, we are almost done.
We are almost halfway there. We are halfway there. But you know what they're also changing about the boomerang in the next iteration?
Oh, please tell me.
Guess. One main mechanic. What? There's 3 throws. What did they change it to?
It doesn't come back to you anymore. I don't know.
You're bad at guessing. It's 4 throws now for the boomerang, but they changed the fire flower from 13 to, I believe, 6 throws instead. So they upped the boomerang and nerfed the fire flower instead. So a little bit of a fun fact for the next game as well. So if you hate the boomerang, I'm sorry. If you hate fire flowers, hooray!
Yeah, look, no one really likes fire flowers. They are the most spammable. You never see anybody hold on to them and go, ooh, let me throw this because I know I can hit something.
Oh, it's Bobby!
Bobby Digital is in the house. Hey. Bobby, make some noise. Let the kids know that you're home.
And happy birthday to Bobby. Their 21st was on Thursday.
Bobby had a birthday, and he's 21 years old now. I wonder what he did on his birthday. We'll find out.
It starts with an M and ends with LO. But we got Zeke Cat in 6th place. We're going to be seeing them use these boost panels. We're going to the one, the only Wii Rainbow Roads. One of my least liked tracks in the DLC picks, because if you're not front running, you're getting left in the back of the pack. Top 3 always able to just get a breakaway on every single track. We'll see if it happens here today.
All right, now my counterpart might not like this track, but it's Rainbow Road and I like it, and we just saw the leap of faith. That's what I call that shortcut, because if you don't know about it, you don't know it. It is a true leap of faith.
It is. And honestly, it's not the hardest no-item shortcut in the game. I would say even that's a little bit more awkward, but it's still not too terrible, because like you just saw there, Zol spinning out, still landing it, didn't hurt him too much. It's just a little bit more of an awkward shortcut and planning it better. But on this track, like you saw, not many shortcuts for you to catch back up on. You got to front one. You got to be able to get up to 10 coins. Zol got to spam out the fire flower once again. Yezi going for the banana dodge, does not land it, misses it by at least 2.5 miles. They're going to drop down to 3rd, 4th place.
Yeah, couldn't hit the backside of that barn over there as we check in on Jackie Juarez main place, but they pop that star, and they are a rock star. Avoiding that shock, very, very shocking for their competitors as they hold on to those 3 shrooms. They're doing a little bit of skating as they hit the leap of faith. See, Sierra post out did not hit the leap of faith.
Yeah, maybe for inward players it might be a little bit more difficult, or they just weren't lined up like they want to be. They're adjusting their chair here in 5th place. Now going to be able to go through that double item box, jumping around these corners. They have an air horn, but they're not going to be able to catch up that much faster. They might have more points, but it's just not an easy battle to take. Go through that item box, grabs a single item mushroom and triple reds, but will they be able to utilize it fast enough? We've got this 3rd lap coming up, and one of those reds, probably Aerial Possible, going to now be defended by Emery's red.
And that's exactly why you keep those reds in a defensive position like I was talking about earlier, as she overtakes first place with a great line, an inside line on that turn. F1 Racing comes to Mario Kart.
Yeah, I mean, it's really going to be F1 Racing, Forza Racing to say the least in the next Mario Kart world. Emery's still in 1st place, and I said it before and I'll say it again, once you're in 1st on this 3rd lap, on this 2nd half, it's pretty much confirmed. The only thing that could change it is the RNG of the game, and Emery's taking that shortcut beautifully, hitting these boost panels, and only has a few more turns to confirm a 1st place finish and bring us to that halfway point in this grand final.
Jackie Juarez doing a backflip just to show you that he can, currently in 2nd place. Has that red mushroom shell as Emery finishes 1st place and shows us how it's done. Jackie Juarez coming in 2nd, rounding out the top 3. It's the purple dinosaur, who's technically blue, Ariel Postel.
beautiful top 3 finish for these competitors. And right now, we are seeing Emery in second place. And that's going to be Zeke Cat still holding on to first there. Can't see the number in first because of that little corner thing, but we'll figure it out momentarily.
Little corner thing?
Little corner
That's a technical term, by the way.
Little corner thing.
It's called a cryon, and it's blocking us.
You're crying?
A cryon.
Crying?
Hey, it's TV.
Crying?
It's called a cryon.
Crayon?
You're crying.
Crayon? What do you want to draw today, Logan?
I draw pictures.
Oh.
All right,
You like your crayons. I know, Logan.
It's called a crayon.
Crayon.
You obviously haven't done as much TV as your resume says.
Crayon. Ooh. Yeah. I don't need a crayon to draw my resume, buddy. But we're going to be seeing this randomizer.
Random.
Going to Waluigi Pinball. The best place to do it in Vegas.
Love
I
this.
mean, hit that slot machine if you're of age, of course. Don't do it. Actually, it's bad for you.
Well, we have the Pinball Hall of Fame right behind us, and you know what? It's exciting. You must love it over there. They have like 10 to 12 cats and a bunch of pinball machines.
I haven't been there yet, but now I have to go.
Yeah, you have to go.
And there's no actual entry as well. So you can just go down there with some quarters and play some pinball machines. But we got ankles on the screen. They're on the Bone Rattler.
Still on the Bone Rattler, showing you that it doesn't matter what your loadout is.
And Ankle's gonna be here in 12th place. Has that mushroom and gonna be able to hold on for dear life. But right now we're gonna be seeing Ankles work their way up, 8th, 7th place. This pack is tight, and you're going to have to fight for your life in this Waluigi pinball. You gotta work against the pinballs, you gotta work against the green shells, and just try to survive.
Yeah, survival is the name of the game, especially in this part of the track, because those pinballs kind of move side to side as opposed to a vertical motion, and they come at you in all different directions.
They
so
really
you gotta
do.
keep your side eye open.
And I love the neon lights and the atmosphere of
It's
this
very
track.
Vegas.
I think I just miss like the Waluigi wasn't like a cardboard cutout in the 3DS, but it was still, I think they actually adapted it extremely well in this track. It was one of the longest tracks in the game for a minute, but getting overshadowed. We're going to be seeing Zelmi in
I'm
9th
not
place.
selling you anybody. All right, you settle down. Everybody's trying to get a little bit of do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti. He went high on that one. All right,
Gotta keep them on their toes.
Yeah, and I love it. We're checking in on Ariel Bullstyle, trying to keep the competitors on their toes. Currently in 5th place, pops that mushroom, holding on to that star, able to pop it and stay away from the pinball from hell. And they are still in 4th place, but they would have been out of the race if they hadn't popped that star when they did. Good high IQ as they move into 3rd place. Super dominant 12th, but they've got that bullet bill, one of the best items on the map. Will they use it or lose it? Let's find out.
Well, hopefully they won't lose it in 12th place. If you do, it's going to be a really unfortunate situation, but they're going to be able to pop it, grab another item box, and working their way up the pack. Going to be here into 8th, 7th. I don't even know where the bullet bill is bringing them all around the track. Sees the Firefly right in front of them, grabs that draft, and now they're going to be in 10th place, trying to get around this pack. It's just been literally 5 or 6 competitors all neck and neck, duking it out, spamming items, and trying to survive on one of the most hectic tracks in the game. They're going to be able to spam that star, work into the Piranha Plant, and take them out, and grabs the Piranha Plant of their own.
And you know what? I hear it in the background. I will survive.
I will survive.
Super Dom gets planted out and back into 8th place. Jackie War is still currently in 1st place as we get all the way done.
All the way donezo indeed. We've got, let's see, 64, 62, 59 right now.
Very
going
close.
into the 7th race of Grand Finals. 64, 62, 59. It is so insanely close for top 3.
So close. So very close.
So close indeed. You can even see it on his face.
Too close to call.
That's crazy. But what we have are 2 more races, 30 points on the board potentially for one of these racers to go home and get halfway there to affording their new Switch 2.
Yes, because Switch 2 Electric Boogaloo is going to be very expensive. And you know what? You're going to have to save up your P's and Q's to get there. Look, I don't know how many lawns you're going to have to mow to be able to buy yours, but I'm going to say it's going to be about 50 of those. I mean, you can't shovel any driveways here, but you know, you can dig a ditch.
Hey, for enough money, I'm here for you guys. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he'll bring the bleach and the lye. You just pick a desert, he'll be there.
For a Switch 2, of course, you know.
Of course, for a Switch 2, we'll be there as we switch it up and check it out. Super Dog 64. It's race number 7 of Grand Finals. Only 8 races, so we are down to the end of the crown, and we're going to find out who's going to be wearing that crown on their head and who will be going home slowly but surely and keeping themselves up at night tonight as that green shell don't care. It's just flying everywhere.
Oh my God. I don't know how Kiro is surviving the green shell going right over their head, but Sloppy Gunner is going to get one of those green shells slammed right into their face. That's going to leave a mark in the morning as they're going to try and get around the pack and grab those mushrooms. Going for the top path, which is actually, if you don't do the right lines, slower than going into the water and drifting your way around that situation. Zol's here in 6th place, got those coins on the ground and boost their way up, grabs another mushroom in that item box.
You know what? They should incorporate a hockey stick into anything that has ice in the new Mario Kart world. But I don't think that's going to be a thing, because I don't think Shy Guys play hockey, but they should. They would love it.
I think they do.
I think they do too.
Vancouver, the map. They play hockey on there.
Well, I haven't seen them yet, though.
Yeah, that is true.
I mean, it's Canadian, and I'm sure they're like, oh, sorry, we don't have any hockey today, but we do have some Tim Hortons for you.
Oh, no. Oh, no, indeed. Immortal sees the triple greens right behind them. They're going to have to boost their way up and give themselves some space, but the boost says, no, 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 got to be quicker than that. And Immortal kind of stressing. You can see the back camera usage, trying to make sure that they have enough space between themselves and that person with the triple greens. Emery's in 1st place right now. They really need a good finish to propel them into a great spot for the final race. They're drifting their way. They've got a nice red shell for defense, dragging it out and gonna be able to drift their way into maybe a 1st place finish. No reds, no greens, no nothing that's gonna be able to stop Emery here today, going into this final race with a 1st place finish. Immortal in 2nd, and I'm gonna look for the standings.
He's looking right now for the standings.
74, 70, 69, top 3. Emery leading the pack, and I believe Immortal is in 2nd. I didn't get to see the number. I was just looking at the right side of the numbers. Trust me, it's stuff up here. But
it is.
Emery with a 4-point lead going into the final race.
4 points. A 4-point lead? I mean, this is anybody's race, literally, right now.
Is it your race?
Well, not mine,
okay.
but I mean for anybody on stage, at least. I mean, it's not your race either, buddy. How do you feel about that? You can cry about it, but it won't change anything if you cry, okay?
It will change a lot if you cry.
Well, it'll change my Instagram as I videotape it and put it up on the feed. And that's how I go viral, kids. All right, the Catman cries. Oh, I can already see the title. It sells itself. All right, where are we going for the last race in this grand finals of Saturday Night Speedway?
Random Music Park. Beautiful track.
Love this track.
End it all on, and someone, whoever it was, I wonder who picked random. Anyone? Who picked random?
Music to our ears.
Kiro picked random. Don't know if he's living with his decisions, but right now, we'll see if it's going to pay off for him in the one, the only, one of my favorite tracks in the game, Music Park.
By the way, if everybody sees me standing the way I've been standing as we get started, it's because the $1 Million Man stood that way, and the WWE will be here next week for WrestleMania, and you're going to need $1 million to get the new Mario Kart and the new Switch all at the same time as we check in on Emery battling out, actually in a fisticuff battle right now with pyrotechnic punters going back and forth, scratching the needle as Sloppy Gunner scratches off the track.
That is one of the most, in my opinion, very hard thing to fall off on that boost panel. But right now we have Kiro here in 7th place, going to be able to bump the competition. Sees the triple greens in front of him, got to play a little bit safe, going to go wide for these coins. Not a bad play, but there's going to be a red shell on the way.
And no one likes that except for the person who threw it. Kiro currently in 10th place. Just says, you know what, I got this. I'm going to back a little bit, play a little bumper cars, maybe just chill. This is a great track, and I love the way that they've used the musicality and put it into the actual map. Whoever built this map, have them build more, please.
Yeah, in Mario Kart World, if there's not a whole music world where every single track syncs to the beat,
Agreed.
I'm just saying you miss on an opportunity. Emery's here in 5th place, though, trying to get their opportunity to grab $200 in the bank, but there's so much battling going on. Sees the triple greens in front of her, got to be able to pop one mushroom and probably pop another to space themselves out properly going into the off-road. Don't know if this is going to be a play. Bomb gets thrown. It misses. Literally about 4.3 miles away from Emery, but Yezi in first. They currently have an opportunity to grab themselves a lot more money with a 15-point finish.
It's all about the money, honey, and this is the money round as they hold on to that bomb. And will they throw it like Will Smith? Because boom, boom, he came to shake the room. Let's see if Yezi does it. And maybe he'll throw a slap at Chris Rock on the leg. Only time will tell as boom behind him. Yezi, he's got the banana. There was a little bit of a something there. Did you see that? There was a little bit of a glitch there.
Was there?
Yeah, as Yezi was jumping, the screen moved awkwardly. Look, it doesn't really matter at the end of the day. I'm just saying, I saw a little something.
Well, now you're hearing things, now you're seeing things. What's going on, Logan? You okay?
No, you know what? Maybe I should sit down. I might be having a small stroke.
And we're gonna have that confirmed.
Like toast.
I do believe if we had those numbers on the screen, Emery
in the place to be. Oh, do a little dance. Emery's in the house, and you are. She's like, I'm not dancing. All right, can you at least look at the camera and give us a wave?
Going to be able to rap that.
Look at the camera and give us a wave, please.
There we go.
Emery gets the win, and I said it. I called it from the start.
I hear Immortal saying boo.
Yeah. Thank you, Immortal. Thank you, Immortal.
Oh, man. Emery being able to take it there today. Zeke Cat had a great run, really duked it out, really fought for it, but Music Park it awards the front runners, and it showed it today with Yezi grabbing that first place finish. Emery most likely got second on that track, and they were able to just confirm a dominant first place victory and getting halfway there for that new Switch 2.
Bobby takes off for his birthday, and Emery kicks it into high gear and puts that pedal to the metal and is right behind Bobby. Somebody buy Bobby an adult beverage, because guess what? He's 21 now. Congratulations, Bobby. You made it thus far. But look both ways before you cross the street, okay?
I don't think he does that ever.
I don't think he does. That's why I said it.
Yeah, he's not going to listen to you, buddy.
No, he's going to stub a toe with those
like,
flip-flops that he wears
That guy doesn't
everywhere.
look both ways but crossing the street. But this has been an amazing cast. Honestly, it's great to be back. We're going to have another Speedway literally right next week, next Saturday. And remember, we have Marvel Rivals tomorrow. It's going to be a great event. Entry fee extremely low, but the more people that come, the higher the prize pool goes. So if you want to make more money, bring your friends, bring everyone down, and enjoy yourself. Thank you all for watching. We appreciate y'all. See you next week.